Vegeta, what does the scouter say about their subscriber count?
It's 9,010.
Wait, so you mean...
Yes, Nappa. It's over.
It's over?
It's over 8,000!
What ain't... Wait, what?
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been shitting on Captain Yan all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times. Depending, I'm your host, Cthulhu's about to come to you live and direct from the stack. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. Old ninja, the world, old ninja.
Some of you have not been told no, and it shows.
On my far right, engineering on the one to two, talking people out of 3 sports quarters.
Inebriation is my motherfucking salvation.
Oh, I like that. That's good. Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Is it Justice League or Jack Off League? I don't know.
Oh!
Something different.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are two different leagues.
It's just us league.
Damn, we starting in hot. This is a very, very, very special episode. This is the Golden Eggplant Award Show episode. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, we'll give the results of the Golden Eggplant Awards later in this episode.
Yep.
And I haven't looked at the answers at all. Like I looked at them once, and it was like everything was like super close.
I love surprises.
Yeah,
well, there's gonna be some surprises tonight.
Yeah,
we know that.
Surprises.
If there's
Already.
surprises, that's like bullshit. Like I can't take another surprise about like Teen Titans Go. I'll fucking quit the podcast. If I quit, it's all done. I'm just saying.
God damn.
We'll just move it to Blue's house.
I only say it's all done because everything is in my house.
Yeah.
So, but the talent is not just me. Obviously, everyone else is talent.
Quit backtracking.
All right, lesson of the week is the animator. Thank you very much for listening. He's also on Instagram. So if you look up the animator on Instagram, he has a bunch of cool like 3D animations on there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool artwork.
Any adult artwork with 3D
I
Overwatch
don't know.
photos?
Animator, you have a new mission. So you got to get some good photo porn.
I think he had something on there that was probably up your alley from what I can remember.
All right.
It's been a while since I checked out his Instagram.
You're accusing him of stuff. I love it.
Yeah, first in the chat will be Stitch.
Uh-oh.
Thank God he's not here on the podcast.
What?
Well, I'm just saying because he's got a kid on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I like having him on the podcast, but
Has to.
yeah, he has a past due child, and any minute now, or he could have Storm
Yes.
here. So I'm glad that he sat this one out. Took a loss for the team, but I would much rather you see your child being born than being on this podcast. You'll be back, and
Yes.
then we'll talk about it on the podcast. So it'll be great.
Yeah.
One day he might be back because he's gonna be a dad soon. So
All right, we got two dads here.
Listen, I did a podcast from Texas like
Days
the day
later.
after. I think the day after
Damn, yeah.
Riley was born. So, I mean,
Show goes on.
but yeah, show goes on.
but you're in the same house.
I was in the same house. And
I mean, Stitch used to dial in. He used to Skype in.
he did
Yeah.
from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got some
Oh,
things
man.
going on.
It's been a while since then. I even forgot about that. They used to Skype in.
Has been. So, as we talk, Blue, would you please go in the refrigerator and grab 3 beers that you think that we would like? They're in the door, and then we'll talk about SF Beer Week as you grab those beers.
There you go.
This week is SF Beer Week, and this is like my beercation. I take the week off to like go off the rails. No, this fridge.
This one.
Why are you going so
Blue.
far?
Blue.
This fridge.
This fridge.
The one that's right back.
Yeah. I keep food in the other fridge. I guess there's some food in there, but
The beer fridge.
yeah. So SF Beer Week for the past probably 7, 8 years, I've
Yep.
taken off the whole week to drink,
Mm-hmm.
and this year is no different. I've been drinking beer all this week and getting fatter and fatter. But I've also been doing the Peloton bike to like every morning to make sure
Good.
that I don't gain too much weight, because I'm already like 180 pounds, and I already know that like every pound that I gain after this, I have to like lose way more than that later. So yeah, I want to get back down to like 168 after all is said and done. So what do we got here? We got Big Bad Baptiste quadruple barrel. Oh, sorry, Big Bad Baptiste number 5.
God
We
damn.
have Stone Woot Stout. But this is a good one for nerds.
Yeah, that's why I chose that one.
Yeah, this is a great one for nerds because it is a collaboration between Will Wheaton and Drew Curtis and Greg Koch.
I know Will Wheaton. I don't know the others
Yeah,
right off the top.
the others are brewers.
Okay.
Greg is, I think it's Greg. He's the main brewer for Stone.
Good shit.
And then this one, I don't know if Blue noticed this. Maybe he did when he picked it up. This is a Bottle Logic beer called Iron Foe, and it is a Blizzard collaboration.
Yeah.
So
Blizzard the Gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even though they're in hard times right now, but yeah, Iron Foe is a collaboration. It's an imperial spiced coffee stout
Very
by them.
nice.
So I'll open all these up. We all have small glasses, and we can enjoy
Hell yeah.
all these beers
Hell yeah.
as we chat.
Good fucking shit. Old Ninja, you didn't have any while he's opening up. You didn't have any RIPs, right?
Just your feelings.
God.
Oh,
dang.
yeah, we gotta go
Yeah,
about this
man.
shit. You want to do a GoFundMe for your feelings or
Oh
for the movie?
God. Holy, we just got to start on it. We will get to the golden eggplants.
So
Well, hold on.
I saw this too.
Yeah.
So before we go in,
Before we go hardcore on this shit, this is something that you in traditional podcasts or listen to people that you like. People don't take L's very well.
no, you don't.
Everybody on this podcast has taken an L.
Oh yes.
On the podcast, and we take it usually pretty well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like we fucked up. We don't try to fight it. It's like we fucked up.
Yeah.
You know. So this is your L.
Wait, hold
definitely
on.
an L.
Hold on. Just to be clear, his L in 2019 was epic, and he did not take that very well.
Oh,
hence,
that was awesome.
Hence, the
what you
Oathbreaker was
yeah.
born because you could not take your L's lightly at all. This is your first L of 2020, because I know Stitch is over there hashtagging Stitch was right, even though he hasn't typed it fast enough because he's probably too busy laughing. This is an L that, personally, I think you jumped on the hype train too late and then hyped it up, and then now it's just a big letdown.
So here's the thing. Yeah, nobody wanted this movie to do well more than me. I actually was looking forward to it, legitimately, talking about it for fucking weeks. I even pointed out that, hey, early reviews looked pretty solid. It was in the 80%, I think, critic and fucking...
There's 83.
Yeah, users or whatever, certified fresh and all that bullshit. And I was like, all right, that's promising. Looks interesting. I think we all got ours, right? We doing a salute or...
You got yours? Oh,
Yeah.
we're all drinking the same thing?
Yeah.
So
I
I
got
want
it.
that Blizzard one, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Blizzard one. So this is
cheers.
Iron Foe.
Cheers. It's dark as fuck.
I don't know if it's good or
dark
not.
as
So
fuck.
it's a stout. So.
I say that is good.
Oh, damn, that is
That's
really
chocolatey.
good.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah,
And I hate stouts.
a little spicy too.
It was good.
Yeah,
I like that. That's a really good one.
spicy, not spicy, but it has
It has
spices
a little,
in it.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
at the end of it.
It's definitely not spicy.
This was a fucking shitter of a movie, man. Like,
Do you actually went to go see it?
I actually went to go fucking see it.
Oh, shit.
Unlike most people, they obviously flopped and bombed. It crashed and burned at the box office. But beyond even the box office, this was just a shitty movie, and everybody was fucking either lying or crazy biased who were getting on after seeing it, oh, it's a great movie. It's fucking not.
Oh, wow.
This is, again, I was the one who wanted this to be a good movie and was hyping it up. We can't say anything like, oh, I'm just hating on it. No, I wanted it to be good.
Yeah.
This was a fucking turd of a colossal standpoint.
You know, I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised because there was a commercial that I saw, and the things that they were setting up didn't seem like people were gonna want to watch
Makes
this
sense.
movie. But they had a different cut of a trailer, and I was like, oh, it looks good again. But I think that what I initially thought was how the movie was. There's this sort of a tinge of man-hater shit on there, and
not as much as I
Not really.
not as much as I thought. It you know what it really is. I mean, and I know Old Ninja's going to get in here too. This is a director that didn't fucking belong in having a big budget movie. Kathy Yan was a director. She hadn't done literally shit. And there was a writer. I think her name is Christina Hodson.
Yeah, so the writer actually, she wrote Bumblebee. So.
She did. That's the one credit to her, which is one of the lowest Transformer earning.
Yeah, but
But
Bumblebee
at the
was
same
better.
time, but hold on. At the same time, Kathy Yan hadn't done shit. She's the director.
Yeah.
And she was just out of her fucking league all the way
Let's
around.
also give, I mean, there's other female directors out there Patty Jenkins, and
Yeah.
this is an L that we took years ago when we originally saw the trailers for Wonder Woman and we heard about what Patty Jenkins had to say about Wonder Woman. We shat all over that fucking movie.
Yeah.
But Wonder Woman was a fucking great movie.
Yeah,
was.
but
You were totally wrong.
Patty Jenkins at least had more of a resume. She had done Monster with what's her
Yeah.
name?
Oh,
And
okay,
she-
okay.
Kathy Yan, rather, hadn't done shit. You can look at her fucking resume. I don't know what she did to get this role. She didn't fucking deserve it. Let me quickly break this down.
She did 5 movies.
And no, those are shorts. Those are short. Most of those are shorts.
So two.
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
you've never heard of any fucking one of them.
Nope.
Yeah, she, again, didn't belong in her. Real quickly, you have a situation where this should have been in a different fucking city than Gotham City. It's in Gotham City, and the entire fucking time I'm like, why wouldn't Batman care about all this organized crime going on in Gotham City?
Just ignore all that shit.
Then you show the Gotham City Police Department several times. Guess who they don't fucking show or mention?
Commissioner Gordon.
At all. So he's on vacation.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They
They don't even talk about it.
Well, yeah, exactly. But again, crime is going on in Gotham. Why in the shit when you're showing the PD department is Gordon not mentioned? No picture, no hint, no wink, no Easter egg.
They should have had it in blood.
I think
and
that
blood.
there-
What's it called?
No, that was
There's
just shit. That was
there's
just
a-
shit, man. Don't
there's
excuse
a,
that.
There's a tiny.
They should have had it in Bloodhaven.
Nah.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
Bloodhaven,
They
yeah.
really should have. They missed that. They missed that.
even-
That's a shitty job of both the director and writer understanding DC lore. You're going to logically think, where's Batman? Where's Commissioner Gordon? Where is the Joker? When they're alluding to him all the fucking time. Harley blows up Ace Chemical to get his attention that, you know, she wants him to know that they've broken up and she's over it and whatnot. He's not in this movie. Obviously, we know about the bullshit with Leto, and we know about Joaquin taking over the role last year and whatnot. But you can't set it in Gotham and never show this kind of stuff because there's so many characters in Gotham that we all fucking know.
Yeah.
There's even a diamond scene, a diamond thieving part of the plot, and you're like, The first person I think about when I think of Gotham jewelry theft is
Catwoman.
no fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't do dumb amateur hour shit and expect the audience who's been watching some level of Gotham City since the 60s on screen to just ignore those key facts. How do you have that amateur level bullshit? Sorry, go ahead. Let other people get in.
So, I mean, because I saw the film. Blue, did you see this?
No, I didn't go see it yet.
So, I mean, for
Kinda glad I
me,
didn't.
I went in with your mentality saying this is Harley's film. She's top billing and all this shit. So I'm like, okay. So I'm watching the film, and I knew that they weren't going to show Batman or maybe I thought we were going to see Gordon and maybe they're off doing something. But then I was just like, okay, sure, they're not here. So I thought of it like Suicide Squad. In Suicide Squad, the only time you see Batman is in a flashback.
But
And
you
then
see him.
You do see him.
You see Joker.
And then I took this as like, okay, this is Harley's film. I mean, with Joker, they show scenes from Suicide Squad in the film
when he's not facing the camera.
Yeah, they show over the shoulder. It's all the shots that focus on Harley, where you see the silhouette of the Joker. So, and he doesn't answer back. That I thought that was kind of off-putting. He doesn't like normally the Joker would do some kind of answer back by
this weekend.
So then
30 million or some bullshit.
Oh, damn.
So what got to me is like I'm thinking that this is Harley's film, and this is going to be Harley's moment. But then, the more I watched her, the less interested I became in her. The more interested I became in Black Mask. For me, Black Mask almost stole Harley's thunder in this film, because I was more interested to find out what was Black Mask up to, and what was he going to do. I know that he got edited because
heavily.
He's supposed to be like he's supposed to be gay.
No. Let's drill down on that real quickly. Sorry to cut you off, but
go ahead.
The marketing with bullshit ass Warner Brothers and online and all this and even Ewan McGregor talking about it over and over. He was Black Mask is a gay character. Black Mask is a gay character.
Yeah.
There's nothing besides. I mean, he's very flamboyant with his dress. There's no doubt about it.
Very flamboyant.
And he's kind of touchy-feely with
Zaz
Zaz.
a little bit. So
a little bit, but there's never any. He's overtly doing gay stuff.
So you can tell. You can.
He's not in the back sucking dick.
Yeah, he's not sucking any dick.
So
take off that black mask and take this black implant.
You can tell that this is edited because there are scenes where Roman and who's Black Mask and Victor Zaz get close to kissing, and then it cuts away.
Yeah,
and
then they did a bait and switch on that.
And then the scene where Harley says Black Mask is mad at her, and he gives her a bunch of reasons. The very first reason is because she has a vagina, and you're thinking this could be like some kind of like social justice thing. It's really because he's gay, but they don't show that in the film.
No.
It's edited out. So I'm like, knowing from our boy poor homie Quan, he worked on this film.
Yeah, he did.
And he was telling me like they edited this out. Like he was there, he saw the flamboyancy, he saw the gayness. He's like, final product, this is edited out.
Some of that goes to, again, my hatred of Kathy Yan, because she was over her fucking head on this one. Yeah, you know, as a director, they didn't do enough with him. At least for me, I told you prior to watching this, I was looking for Margot and Ewan McGregor to do well, and then I was, you know, anticipating it being a decent film. Ewan McGregor is a great actor. I think Margot's a great actor, but they just got shit in this.
I feel like what Ewan got, he shined with what he got.
Yeah.
So, but he stole Margot. Because for me, Margot in the film, she just wasn't given a whole lot to do. Like,
she's crying about egg sandwiches, for
Yeah,
God's sake.
and
then,
I'm just like,
okay, here's the other
okay.
thing, too. I don't have an issue per se with this, but it was just dumb.
Yeah.
Randomly, Harley Quinn has a Asian old man as a BFF who's
her hideout guy.
Her hideout guy. He also cooks Chinese food, and then he sells her out immediately. It's just random, and it doesn't feel like Gotham City at all. It's bright. It's sunny.
No, it's not dark and dank.
It's not dark and dank. You got, again, you're in like a Chinatown neighborhood for several scenes. Nothing worked at all.
That's not what bothered me. What bothered me was Cassandra Cain and Harley's relationship, because there's a moment in the film where they have a moment to bond.
Yeah.
And they're watching cartoons, but then there's nothing said.
Of course not.
And then Harley sells the kid out. And I'm like, well, I guess. Like, I'm like, really? The kid was kind of an asshole selling the kid out. I get it. But then when she has a change of heart, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You guys I did not see, as the audience member, you two bonding. Or she doesn't ask about her parents. She doesn't ask why she's a foster kid. She doesn't even know that she's a foster kid.
Yeah, they didn't set her up.
We don't know why her arm is broken,
Bad
or
writing.
if it's even broken.
God damn.
None of that stuff is talked to, and there's a perfect opportunity in the film for them to get that, for them to bond, for Harley to feel guilty, and for us as the audience to understand why she's guilty, but we're not giving.
Let me shit on that plot real quick. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Let me shit on that plot really quickly even more. There's a stupid ass scene again where Cassandra Cain eats a diamond like a fucking dog, and we're waiting for her to shit it out. I promise you, this is part of the fucking movie.
I thought you'd like this whole chick trapped in the
only
toilet
adult, only adult women.
Oh
with
yeah,
heels,
so
with
she's
heels,
not
with
adult.
heels, with heels, with
Okay.
heels.
And there was no carpet involved?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah, because it was at
Shag
a fun
carpet,
house.
perfect.
Yeah, there was no carpet.
But I mean, like, really? We haven't a jewel thief just randomly say, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this diamond."
She's not a jewel thief. She's a pickpocket.
Pickpocket. She has a jewel. She has a giant
like
quarter fist size
Yeah.
diamond, and
It's
she's
like-
just like, "Ooh, "Let me eat this."
The fuck?
Yeah, dude. And they didn't go anywhere. This is a rated R movie. It's actually
Wait, it was rated R?
Yeah.
It's actually a PG-13 movie with
gore.
a few F-bombs and really the flashback gangster scenes having some blood spatter. But they truly did not intend for this to ever be a rated R movie. Here's why I say that. They do cutaways whenever Black Mask is or Zaz at Black Mask's direction is cutting off faces. They cut away. So I'm like, is this a rated R movie or fucking not?
What the
Oh.
fuck?
It's lightweight.
They do show the aftermath because they show dude's face after it's cut off. Because I guess that
but it's just a bloody weird mask.
So
man.
this movie could have done, I think, financially better if it was PG-13.
Yes.
I believe in this. I'm like, this
Yeah.
really probably should have been R. I mean, you can get away with at least 2 to 3 fucks and be PG-13. And I think they alienated their audience because it was R.
And because it was a shit movie. Like, do not forget that part.
I give it more credit than you do.
Nah,
I mean,
this-
I thought given the middle lulled pretty hard.
This was trash.
And I was like,
all-
to me, it just felt like, it literally felt like Suicide Squad 2.
No, this is way worse than Suicide Squad. I'm going to say this, too.
I just better.
Oh, sorry. I stepped all over you,
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, my main problem with this entire movie from the get-go was that Bird Prey doesn't include Harley Quinn
Yes.
whatsoever. So
hear
she
you.
shouldn't have been in this fucking movie. It should have just been. She should have had her own standalone movie. Because right now the animated series on the CW,
It's killing it.
It's I don't know the CW on the DC Universe app.
Yeah,
It's
DCU.
fucking. It's great. They should have took notes from that because like Harley needs to be raunchy, doing crazy fucking shit, making you laugh and fucking people up at the same goddamn time.
But also, Harley interacts extremely well with all of the DC universe.
Yes.
That's what we loved about Injustice with her. That's what we've loved about Harley and Batman the Animated Series when she was introduced. She interacts with Poison Ivy well, with Batman well, with Joker well, with Two-Face,
everybody.
all of them. But when you remove her from that and she's the focal point, and I'm also going to say this, I am going to go there. I don't know what the fuck was going on with the costumes. It seemed like they purposely wanted to modern day glam her up in terms of funky style, but tone down her. Margot Robbie is a hot ass girl or a hot ass woman. It seemed like they wanted to purposely try to tone that down from her being hot as fuck in Suicide Squad, but that is legitimately part of who Harley is.
Yeah.
She's hot and she knows it. And then the other thing was the whole premise of the movie is she's broken up with the Joker. She was a jerk to people while with the Joker. Now that they're broken up, everybody wants revenge on her. But at the same time, you want me to believe that Joker's MIA the whole movie.
Yeah.
And everybody blames only her. And nobody's afraid to do crime thinking that Joker's going to retaliate against them. That's, you know what I mean? The only one worried about Joker is Harley in this whole movie. And Joker's MIA.
Oh yeah, they're not afraid about Joker protecting her, so they feel like she's open season.
But I'm just saying Black Mask isn't even giving a shit like, oh, I'm going to encroach upon Joker's territory. No, or Two-Face's territory, or Penguin's territory. He's just like, Gotham City is mine. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Since
They
when
all
has
do.
Black Mask been controlling all of Gotham City crime?
He's usually in Bloodhaven though.
That's
what I
my
was gonna say.
point.
Yeah.
Black Mask is a
I mean,
more
he-
blood-
don't get me
Bloodhaven.
wrong. He starts in Gotham.
Yeah.
He does start in Gotham, then he moves over to Bloodhaven, and then him and Red Hood are going toe to toe.
Yeah.
Like he's the main villain he's basically Red Hood's nemesis, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, but I was gonna say
But
like
I will
Black Mask is
back
usually-
you up on the costumes. I didn't have a problem with Margot's because she's in booty shorts most of the time, so I'm like, I guess. But I had a problem with Huntress's outfit. Like it started okay, but then when you see her crime fighting outfit, it looked like shit. I'm like, dude, this is worse than what she's wearing previously, and this is nowhere near. I mean, I guess, yeah, she has a purple cape and shit you didn't need, but it did not look banging at all. It didn't look like functional. It just looked like a fucking garbage bag with fucking some lines on it. Black Canary, who had probably as much screen time as Harley, almost. She had a cool costume to start, and then hers got kind of simplified later, but it just didn't. It's not what she was wearing. It's not comic book accurate, I guess, which is not necessarily a problem. But at least make it look, at least like a feature film. Make it look cool.
Again,
at least.
super shitty writing again and directing because you have Black Canary at the very end finally doing her canary, cry or whatever.
That was actually a cool special effect. I'll give it that.
Fine, but again, with the writing and the story itself, she faints immediately afterwards. There's no explanation really for how she got these powers. Remember, metahuman shit has not been introduced in these movies.
No, that's not true. Suicide Squad they talk about. In fact, Beavis they talk about.
But hold on. For this movie, in these characters, which are new besides Harley, we don't know that they're Are they random metahuman powers? Was there an accident that made her get them? They alluded to, if you really paid attention to this shitty dialogue, maybe her mom had it. Maybe. And she's the daughter and inherited, but where did her mom get it from?
Yeah,
Nobody
so
knows.
In the comics, Dinah Drake is Dinah Lance's mother, and depending on who's writing, she's the original Canary, who's a meta, and it does pass her daughter.
Yeah, but that wouldn't explain.
But it's not explained. I mean, they do talk about her mom being a vigilante and working with Gotham PD.
Yes, but that is no. Oh, come on now. That's nothing close to. Your mom was a metahuman. Your mom has superpowers. Your mom was a crime fighter with powers. It's just we're dumped into this random ass stupid Gotham, and we're supposed to believe it. But Gotham is a character in all of DC.
Yeah.
It's always been a
own
character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From the grittiness of the '89 Batman onward.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
This Gotham is. I mean, you usually when you see Gotham during the day, even on the show, it's still like gray and kind of grimy. This looked like Philly.
Yeah. Well,
Like-
we've seen Philly in Shazam.
Yeah.
And Philly would have worked.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. You said, just said it before Shazam or
Actually,
something.
Bloodhaven
would have worked.
would have worked.
Jump City.
Bloodhaven would have been better because it would have showed more of an exodus for Harley, her leaving Gotham and trying to start over in Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
And then running into Black Canary as she's on her way to Gotham.
Sure.
But like I said in the beginning, Bird of Prey does not work without Barbara Gordon. Because Barbara Gordon is the glue that brings the
Brains,
women together.
yeah.
She is the brain. She helps Helena with her, or it's not Helena. Oh yeah, it is Helena. Helena Bertinelli with her anger issues, which they talk about in the film. But she's also supposed to be a rich socialite, which was weird to me because they made her socially awkward.
So wait,
You can't do any of that, though.
I got a
With and we'll come back to with all due respect, you can't do shit on shit with Barbara Gordon if you have no Batman, if you have no Commissioner Gordon. You know what I mean? In this world, that's again, I get you that maybe that should have been in there, but you also have to have Batman and Gordon.
I think that if they were like briefly in the beginning and Barbara was there, I would have been. I think it should have been Birds of Prey versus Harley at first. Have these two storylines merge where they have to work together. That would. I think that would, if it done right, it would have worked way better.
All the fans. I'm sorry, Blue. I know you want to get it in. All the fans love the whole Ivy Harley stuff.
I guess.
In terms of fangirl, almost Raylo fan.
All the girls love that. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that, but whatever.
so my question for this is Harley Quinn a villain or is she an anti-hero?
She's an
Anti-hero.
anti-hero in this, just barely. Oh, but here's the thing: there's no stakes for her.
So
Like,
did they explain like what made her change her way, like
Nope.
what caused
Not
it?
really.
Like
we have
not really.
we have no idea. I didn't see why they broke up. They just
No.
broke up.
They just they
That's it.
yeah, man. This is
I'm
a
just like, what?
shitly written movie. And the other thing I'm gonna say is all that heat. And I'm taking L's on this one because I was excited about it and was promoting it, thinking it was gonna be good. But all that heat that y'all gave Kelly Marie Tran, Rose from The Last Jedi, all that online heat, which was undeserved. Y'all should direct that at Kathy Yan. This bitch didn't know what the fuck she was doing. I don't know who she fucked off. But
God dang.
she didn't have what it took to make anything close to a movie here.
Well, damn, you hated this more than I did. I thought it was just okay.
Yeah,
Barely,
I don't get-
barely above the okay.
I don't.
line.
So I'm upset that people, again, online and critics, gave this a passing grade. I think there's some weird bias going on, or maybe the bar with your standard, the bar was set too low. This is like Fantastic Four or first Catwoman.
No.
All the way there.
Those movies are way worse than this.
No,
way
man.
worse.
Nah,
way.
this is. I'll
Did you even watch those other two?
This is a 3.5.
God
God dang.
One of my lowest fucking
Out
ratings.
of 10?
Dude, who was more excited about this than me? Nobody.
It's
3.5. And I watched it with Mishka, and she was just like, the fuck kind of trash did you take me to?
God
You know what I
dang.
mean? Like, she was rolling her eyes the whole time, like, where's Batman? Where's Catwoman? Where's Gordon? And she don't read DC Comics.
God dang.
This is shit, man.
I mean,
Fuck out of here, Kathy Yan.
damn, you hated this way worse than me.
What did you give it?
I'd give it a 5.5.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'd give it a 5.5.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but I mean, I get your hate because
It's legit.
you had more. You do have some actually valid points.
Wow.
Once, but there's more things that irked you more than me because I kind of did give it a pass on a few things because I wanted to have fun with the movie and I wanted it to work, and it barely puts it together, just fucking barely. And I did not have as much fun as everyone claimed that they were. I'm all this isn't that fun.
Fuck the fun. It
Like,
wasn't no
I mean,
fun.
it wasn't that. I wasn't like the jokes that I thought were funny. Nobody was laughing at, and it's because I don't think they understood DC lore.
Of course not.
'Cause I was like,
neither did Kathy Yan.
I was like, dude, y'all don't
Stupid-ass
think
bitch.
that that's funny? Like, that's kind of funny.
Well,
I
the other
mean,
thing too, it would have been awesome if Zaz, who's a serial killer, actually was intimidating and a little bit scary, or was doing more violent stuff on screen, especially in the absence of a Batman to kick his ass immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they didn't want to go there because Kathy Yan.
maybe I don't know, but I mean, I did like Black Mass's. I did like Ewan McGregor's Black Mass.
I can't hate on Ewan. I can't hate on him.
For me, he almost stole all the thunder.
If they had given him more shot, again, he put towards the end, he puts on a black mask that I guess was in his war room, basically.
Yeah.
But
or his
it
art
doesn't
room.
make any fucking sense other than the fact that he likes masks and people's faces.
So
And he wants money. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
he
but-
wants money and to control Gotham's underworld financially.
See,
Black Mass is a motherfucking gangster.
Yeah,
like, he
and
fucks people up. Like he's hard fucking core. Like he's like
yeah, he is
Kingpin of the
hardcore.
fucking.
This guy
DC
was
universe.
squeamish about boogers.
Yeah, he was squeamish about. So he wanted like people's faces cut off, but he was squeamish about it. It was pretty funny. But I mean,
And if that was comedic, it didn't work.
yeah, it worked for me. But a lot of people didn't get it. I thought it was funny. But
Shit on a screen.
the biggest thing to me is that his Black Mass is like. He has a story with the mask. There's an actual story.
Of course there is.
With him in the mask, because at one point the mask gets seared to his face.
Yes.
And
That would have been
that's-
awesome. I was waiting for that.
That didn't happen.
No, this is just it's like my kids going to the Target store and putting on an Iron Man fucking mask immediately.
yeah.
Like, oh, I am Iron Man because I put on this mask. No, motherfucker, I need to know a little bit more if this is a whole 2-hour rated R feature-length film about your villain,
So are you?
other than he wants to be rich.
So I'm gonna paraphrase Stitch. Are you still gonna back your girl Wonder Girl on Twitter because she's saying that this another DC hit this out the park? This
Nope.
is all about.
No, I
This
hit
is-
her up because we are homies. You know what I mean? We're aligned.
Your homie saying that this is another DC hit,
Nope.
Marvel shit, but yet she's retweeting the New Mutants. I guess.
No, New Mutant's gonna be shit too. But I told her straight up. I said this is a fucking bomb. And again, worse than Justice League, worse than Suicide Squad, worse than Beavis. I don't know what kind of shit y'all saw on screen, but this is one of the worst comic book movies I've seen.
I'm
in a
looking at
minute.
some of the
This
reviews
is
right
definitely
now,
worse
and
than
somebody
Beavis.
said that this is Harley Quinn is DC's version of Deadpool, and saying that this was funny
Dude.
and great ride.
Dude, I heard bullshit like, oh, this is John Wick meets Deadpool. Yeah, bruh.
Wait, what? No, you didn't.
No, I
Why?
swear to fucking God, there was critics saying that last
So you
week.
swear to God, you don't believe in God.
This is
Swear to
I'm just
fucking
saying.
Kryptonians.
Asterisks.
Aliens.
So it's somebody. This is probably the best review I've seen through this so far. They gave it half a fucking star. They say, do yourself a favor and do not watch this trash.
Dude, I wanted my money back. That's how bad I hated this one.
Yeah.
Somebody said Harley Quinn.
So
is awesome,
when
this
I
is not
left,
a kids movie.
when I was out of the film, I was like, man, I could have saw Star Wars again.
No shit. No fucking
Because it was
shit.
literally playing right next door. I'm all, fuck,
Man.
I could have seen Star Wars again.
And then the dumbass Warner Brothers now, I don't know if y'all saw this, want to change the fucking name.
yeah,
saw
I've been
it.
seeing that.
Well, the name is fucking. That's what I was gonna say. The name is fucking terrible.
Yeah. But I mean, you're going to change it after a week?
Well,
It's already out there.
It shouldn't have been named that to begin with. Whoever thought it was a good idea, and the multiple people that decided it was a good idea as well, you all need to find a different job.
Yeah, no shit.
It was the Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous
Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's a fucking stupid ass name.
Yep.
That's the worst name for a movie you could ever fucking have.
Yeah. It's also misleading in terms of the whole Birds of Prey first, you know, and the fact that we're, as an audience who isn't into comics, we're new to Birds of Prey on screen.
Yeah.
I'm
If you're new,
just saying for theaters.
if you're new to Birds of Prey, I think this is a very terrible introduction into the Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Because Harley is not a bird of prey. I mean, maybe now in the current DC, but originally back in the 90s, no. She was not. She was an enemy of the Birds of Prey.
And they didn't trust the fact that the original ones could sell tickets, but then they put Harley in the mix and it still didn't sell.
Yeah.
So they got egg all over their fucking face.
They should have made a standalone Harley Quinn movie and have her do fucking.
What, you know
They
what I'm going to say?
should've.
They have to have Harley interacting with the Joker. And I know that
Yeah.
nobody wants to see they have an abusive relationship. That's just what the fuck it is. It's hard to sell that, I know, but if you don't have Harley interacting with the Joker at least, and if secondly, Batman or Catwoman or Poison Ivy, then what the fuck am I going? What is this? It doesn't make sense in Gotham at all. A fucking teenager ate a fucking diamond. I can't get over that shit. What the fuck?
But you had to wait for her to shit it out, so I thought you would be excited about that.
I would like to say a good fuck you to Elgato.
Who's it?
That's our normal streaming fucking
Oh,
thing for
Uh-oh.
whatever. It just died. So you know what? Fuck that piece of shit. Like
Damn.
it's done. I'll buy another one
For so
from
many,
somewhere else.
if you're
Fucking piece of shit.
since you're not watching, or if you're not watching, and there's no video at the current.
There's gonna be no video.
Yeah,
from, like the whole podcast because I've been trying to fuck with this thing, and it's not receiving a signal. Shit.
The sound, the sound you heard was
You'd be
Cronus
throwing
chucking
shit,
something.
like
Yeah.
across the garage. It's fucking. I never had something like fail on me.
Yeah.
Like that bad.
But it was working initially.
Yeah, it's set up
initially,
for it,
and then
yeah.
it just stopped working, and I'm just trying to work all this shit and fuck them. So
Drink more beer.
yeah, I'm gonna drink 'cause I'm super angry about this shit. If I had a hammer, I'd fucking destroy it
Oh,
right here
damn.
on the fucking table. It'd be fucking loud and fucking the rest of the podcast. But, yeah, make a better product, Elgato. I mean, we've been using your product for I've used
A couple of years.
2 of your products for years, and this for that fucking HD 50 to just die on me for the past like 3 weeks and not resolve itself. It's like, what the fuck?
It's the Kathy Ann of products.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you want to see our beautiful, handsome, chocolate-ass faces on this podcast, you'll see it on the recording because
Hopefully.
Blue is recording on an also shitty product.
yeah.
So you'll
Might
see,
need to, we might need to do a little upgrading.
yeah,
Once.
you'll see what I'm saying right now, but after that, maybe not.
Holy
But yeah,
shit.
I'll upgrade our I guess our streaming fucking hardware and some other shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm very disappointed that just died.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it up. Kronos, you've been doing some SF Beer Week
Yes.
adventures.
Yes,
Tell
I've
us.
been doing many SF Beer Week adventures, and it was fun. It's always fun every year, but this year it's been especially fun because I got to have friends come out.
Yeah.
So
No longer one man band.
yeah, well, I'm usually a one-man band, but last night, me and
Oh, Ninja.
Old Ninja, yeah. I was gonna say- I
The
was
one you're
gonna
looking
say his
at?
actual name. No, I was gonna say his actual name. Me and Old Ninja and 2 of his roommates. Those are both your roommates, right?
Yes.
Well, they came out to hang out with us, and one of them will hang out. I think it was last year, right?
Yeah, he came out last year.
Yeah. And we had a lot of fun last night. We stayed out late, which was usually I try to come in a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
'cause-
we were out.
Yeah, we were out, especially out because on the way home somebody was like on the train tracks, and I couldn't get home on time, or sort of on time.
Fatality?
I don't care.
We have no idea.
Now you're a BART rider.
I don't give a fuck.
Just trying to get home, goddammit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go home. Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
I got 5 kids to feed. I'm just kidding. I got 2 kids to feed, or basically 1 kid to feed. But yeah, we had a good time last night. You know, on Monday I came out to the city and had a really good time. Like basically every day this week has been
How was Friday? That's what I want to know.
How was Friday? Oh, Friday was
open gala.
It was excellent. Yeah.
Man,
was,
I hate that I missed it.
yeah,
I'll talk
yeah.
about why I could miss it. I'll talk about why I missed it
Okay.
later on in the podcast.
I didn't know if you want to talk about it.
I'll talk about it a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're me and Blue are getting old.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys were there for my medical issues.
Yeah.
So Blue had some medical shit going on as well. Anyway, the opening gala was a lot of fun. You know what's funny is that I went to Alpha Acid, and
Oh, God, they had some
I got got one of their beers, and like the main brewer, he like recognized me, and he's like,
Nice.
he was wearing a hat, and he's like put his hat down, and he was just like, or he put his head down, and he was just like he knew I was gonna ask him,
Uh-huh.
like, where the fuck is Blacker Than Black is
Where's,
Blacktown's Affinity?
where's our
Yeah.
fucking beer,
Yeah.
man? Where's our fucking
Yeah,
beer?
Still no?
Still no beer.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm not even gonna ask you. It's like it's all good. Like I know you don't have it. Like, it's fine.
Dude, they always have a different flavor beer like every week, so they're always making new shit. And
Well-
it's fucking crazy.
But however, they used that beer, Blacker Than Black is Blacktown's Infinity, as a base for like one of the newer beers.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, that's cool, because like one of the beers I have, and it's good.
And they're what city are they out of?
They're I think San
Mateo?
Mateo.
Oh,
Yeah, Alpha Acid. And the only reason why I don't go there every year is because it's not near BART.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so when I do SF Beer Week, it needs to be like near BART and like Uber Black. Like I'm not trying to spend $100 to Uber Black somewhere.
Yeah, the only way you can get down to San Mateo is maybe BART to Caltrain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not. I take BART to Uber Black. Like I got no. You got a range between BART, Uber Black, and $100.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to, and especially like if we're trying to go there like during middle of the day or like rush hour. Like,
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Yeah. Uber down to Santa Cruz or something.
Yeah, it's
No.
like God, it's
dang.
fucking take forever. So I really want to go out there because their beers are still really, really good. So if you have a chance to have Alpha Acid's beers. They make really good beers. Here, try some of these other ones. Here, drink this.
Top off.
Let me get a little more of this one. This one's good though.
Yeah, they make really good beers. I forget the one of the main brewers' names. I know what it looks like.
It's like
but
Ron or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Just, I'm sorry, I really like this one.
Yeah, it's good beer.
Nah,
That's the one from Bottlelogic, right?
It's the Blizzard.
Bottlelogic one.
Yeah, this one's fucking good too.
Yeah, the Big Bad Baptiste, like they have a whole bunch of variations. That's really good. But yeah, so Alpha Acid, if you ever get a chance, like check out their beers. They're good people. I just wish they brought back the name of the beer. That's the name of this podcast name. So.
You'd have a whole lot of fucking advertising from us.
Oh yeah, like they're getting it anyway.
I
Like,
know.
every year, they still get free advertisement. So
Trying to see what they have on tap because I follow them on Instagram and usually they'll post up what they have.
it's Belmont. That's what it is. Belmont, which is not far from Town.
Yeah, it's like borderline.
Yeah.
Um,
But like one of their beers, like if you look at like whatever stout they have right now, it's basically like the base was blacker than the Blackest Black Times Infinity. So to me, it's fine.
yeah. So what they have for today for their for SF Beer Week is a pastry stout tasting event basically.
Yeah.
So they had a coconut macadamia nut cookie imperial stout. They had an almond boy 2.0, which is an imperial stout brewed with brown sugar. With almonds. Oh, that sounds fucking delicious. A birthday cake, which is imperial stout with flavor of cake frosting, and then a cocoa peanut, which is peanut butter and chocolate.
God
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
dude.
They know what the fuck they're doing.
They show the fuck do.
I just wish that they were within bar
Barter.
distance. Yeah, bar and Uber distance. Like I'll drive there, but if I'm doing SF Beer Week, like I'm going out to like drink.
Yeah, ain't no bar.
Yeah,
Or ain't no driving.
I can't. I'm not gonna drive. Like actually, I have a friend who is a police officer, and we were supposed to hang out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we were gonna go to Redwood. Our first stop was even Redwood City,
Okay.
and I was gonna
that's a brewery
Uber
there, yeah.
all the way over there, and then that's not far from Alpha
Yeah.
Acid. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say let's stop by Alpha Acid, but he's probably working late tonight, so we'll have to cancel like the whole thing. So
Well,
I'll be doing some of this tomorrow.
yeah, Alpha Acid is gonna have another pastry stouts tomorrow. So
yeah.
And then on Friday they have Sour Day, and Saturday is IPA, and then they have hard ciders.
That's what it is.
Sparklers. Right?
Their barrel constrictor is the base was blacker than the Blackest Black Times Infinity.
Nice.
So, and the barrel constrictor every year is like really, really good.
Good shit. Does it actually say it on the barrel, or
Does it say what on the barrel?
like the name, the base, or?
No, he just told me. 'Cause, like,
Oh, okay.
I walked up to him and like asked him.
'Cause I would take a picture of that. I'd put it on our Instagram or something.
Oh, the black on the black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, back when we like first had it, like they were like a very small brewery.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like really fucking small.
I think they only had like 2 things at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they weren't even invited to SF Beer Week.
Yeah.
And now
Look at them
they're-
now.
Yeah, look at them now. They blew up. So yeah, and they're a great brewery. Like I'm looking forward to them like getting even bigger.
Good shit.
So yeah, other than that, Pliny the Younger had that, which is like one of the holy grails of triple IPAs.
How was it this year?
Yeah, I was gonna say good
It's
this year.
good. Yeah, it's good. Definitely, only 2 years I had it where it was like wasn't that good.
Yeah, I know when the Super Bowl was here, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. But now I think that it's because when Super Bowl was here, and the 2 years I was talking about is because they were actually brewing at a different brewery.
Oh,
It wasn't at their own brewery.
gotcha.
So now they got it back in their own brewery, and it's their standards is just as good as a bunch of years ago. But at the same time, I'm not waiting in no fucking long ass line to get that fucking beer.
Yeah.
So that's why I pay extra for the VIP tickets for the opening gala every year to get
Yeah.
it, and then I'll go to. I'm pretty sure the bistro in Hayward, which is like a mile from me, will have it tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure they
Okay.
They don't announce when they have it, but it's almost always on a fucking Thursday.
Okay.
So
I'm trying to meet up with you tomorrow. So maybe
Yeah.
if it's over there or the city, let's talk.
yeah, we'll do it. I mean, like, if I'm in the city and they're like, if somebody checks in with that, so this is the great thing about I use Untapped, the app. Untapped is like an app you can use to check in beers, and so I set up a notification where if anybody checks in Pliny the Younger,
Yeah.
it'll notify me.
Oh,
like,
shit.
if they're near me, and it's happened like multiple years in a row. Which is like, oh, it's near me, I'm gonna go there.
Now that's what the internet is fucking for.
Oh, yeah.
Porn
Yeah.
and that.
and finding motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that y'all guys were a little bit light around the necks at opening gala.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no
shit.
no pretzels.
Man, how drunk did y'all guys get?
There was oh,
Nah.
They were selling them actually.
They were?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
But you couldn't go in with them though. They out.
No,
prohibited
they
them?
were fine this year because there were like some black dudes last year was like
Yeah,
causing a ruckus. Yeah.
we thought they were gonna blow this motherfucker up.
Oh, terrorists.
But yeah, they had like they had a pretzel place that was actually selling like pretzel necklaces. I'm like, y'all could have brought them. People did bring them.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
Did you see the people who wear the vest made out of beer boxes? Okay.
No, but I saw like a
Just
bunch of
regular
people like
vaccine.
having like these crazy like Viking horn things.
Oh, were there like beer hats or something?
Yeah, but they were like lights in them and shit. It was, like,
Nice.
pretty crazy.
That's awesome.
Good shit.
Next year.
And yeah,
I'll
so
be
like, what was it? Yesterday we went to a Mario Kart and beer event,
That was
shit.
awesome.
which I was like, well, it was awesome, but it also
But-
wasn't awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What's wrong? Okay, what's wrong?
So the event was at San Francisco Brewing Company, which
Yeah.
is in the Ghirardelli Square.
Oh,
Really
they
nice
make the
event.
Anchor, right?
Hmm?
They make Anchor, right? Anchor.
No.
No, I think
You're thinking of
thinking
Anchor Steam.
Oh, okay, duh.
But the establishment itself was fucking really, really nice. It looked brand fucking new, and they had a projector, like a digital projector screen, with the N64 version of Mario Kart.
Old school.
Yeah, so with a digital projector and like 1996 graphics,
Yeah.
it does not go well because the ratios are all like the polygons are all stretched and shit, and like the colors are weird. So and it was hard to see because it splits the screen in 4, but everything's like the proportions are weird. So you can tell we've come a long way.
It wasn't just the proportion; it was like the frame rates.
Yeah, that
Like,
too.
it's fucking insane.
Yeah, because there's like some intense parts where there's like unlike linear parts, and it doesn't do it very well. Like it did well back then, but now you're like, this is hard to see because I can't see how to make this turn. So it's
Yeah.
like fucking weird. Like Moo Moo Farm was the hardest one to see. We're like, what the fuck? But they had 4 controllers and whatnot, and it was kind of fun. We ate there and whatnot, but it was still weird. Like I thought they were gonna have like the new one, like the Switch version. So,
Yeah, me too. Like that would have been like I should have brought my Switch and just been like, yo.
Well, that's the thing. My roommates that were with us, they had their Switch with them.
oh,
So
shit, yeah, shit,
I don't
no.
think they brought the game though.
Jesus Christ.
So
yeah.
I was just like, I mean, it was fun to be nostalgic, but it's still hard to play that old of a game on like a big projector screen.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it was real difficult.
yeah, it was real weird, and we sat hella close too.
Yeah.
So it was just a weird setup, but
It was still fun though.
yeah. It
I
was
remember
still
I tried playing Call of Duty with my nephew on the Xbox, the original Xbox or something like that.
Ooh.
And man, and we were playing split screen. That shit was brutal. Like he kept kicking my ass because that's the only console he knew.
Wait, you played it like in modern times? Back on?
Like maybe about 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, boy.
I played against him.
Sometimes it's hard looking back on.
Dude,
old
it
games.
was.
Like your memory of those games and
Yeah,
what
like-
it actually looked like compared to today. It's like, oh,
Like I couldn't find them just because the pixelation was just so fucking bad.
It's like when you see a photo of yourself when you're like a kid, you're like,
Yeah.
look at that shitty kid.
yeah. Damn. So, but on top of that, I think immediately where we went to an arcade.
Oh, yeah,
a
the
place called
Emporium.
Emporium. So it's like a renovated like porno theater or something.
hey.
But it turned into like a retro arcade. It had a bar. You could order food.
Multiple bars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a bar on top and then on the bottom. They had like ping pong. They had air hockey, but they had like old games that function. So imagine mini bots, but
Yeah.
bigger.
Okay, nice.
So it's literally like that. Like
Much
they had,
bigger, yeah.
they had like Street Fighter 2, the Championship Edition, where the buttons actually worked. Whereas
Nice.
where you go to an arcade place, usually they don't replace shit and keep it running. They had like all 3 of the Ninja Turtle games, like Turtles in Time, the other Turtles, and they had
one
like
and
the only game that was busted was the X-Men game, which sucked. Yeah,
the 6-player or the 4?
yeah, the
4-player.
6.
There's no 6-player. There's a 4-player game.
No, there's a 6-player.
Yeah, it
actually.
was a 6. Yeah, because the one at
6-player one?
the one at
Yeah.
Money
Yeah.
Boss has 6 players.
It has a.
It has a
Colossus.
2-button.
Yeah, Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops.
Wait, I'm thinking of like
Nightcrawler.
controllers. There's 4 controllers though, right?
No, there's 4 sticks or 6
There's
sticks
6 sticks.
because it's split into little
3 and
into
3.
6 squares.
You
Yeah,
pull it up.
yeah.
Yeah, I believe you.
No,
Yeah,
but
sorry.
that they had that, but it was dead, so it didn't have that. But they also had like a giant jumbotron. Where they were playing like an old film or whatnot.
Well, hold on. What was crazy to me is the fact that everything was actually so cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
Did it actually cost $0.25 to play?
Yo,
Most
they
of
use
them, yeah.
tokens.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
Like,
it's
so-
awesome.
It was like a token. I was like, I put in like I got like $10 or $10 or $5 worth of tokens, and like everything was like taking like one, and I was just like
wait, what?
fuck, I got so many tokens now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Especially in San Francisco, that's like fucking unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, reasonable fucking prices.
Yeah. Have you guys been to high score in
Yeah,
downtown?
that's great. I took my kids there.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like $5 for 2 hours, and all the games are on free play.
Yeah,
No.
you got some good games.
Oh man, they got some pretty good titles.
I've
there.
been to the other one over here, Round One. I'm into that place, the one at the mall, where I mean you pay as you go, but mostly everything's in Japanese, so
Oh, what
it's a
the
little
hell?
weird. Yeah, they have like a
So
little.
you don't say arigato like they say arigato?
No, I don't. They have like super like they have this one zombie schoolgirl game, like you're shooting like these schoolgirls, but you can save them from the zombie plague and whatnot. It's super weird, but
As long as I can see up the skirts.
you can, which is weird because it's super etchy, but it's super fucking like it's like that meets
Is it High School of the Dead? Because that was
no, it's not as good.
still
It
one
was-
of the best
it-
fucking animes.
It was some weird ass fucking shit. But going back to your apartment in the city, like everything was a coin, like one coin. Like you buy the tokens, and each game was one token, no matter what. I guess there were some pinball machines that were two, but I still have a shit ton of fucking tokens left over. And it was still fucking fun because I was playing like Bubble Bobble and shit.
Oh damn, this place is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's really good size.
Tell me about Hipster Magnolia.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Oh, the groans.
Cronus, you want to take this one?
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta check this place
I
out.
mean,
This place is badass.
Yeah, it is badass. Like we'll go and I got tokens obviously for days. So Magnolia and the Dog Patch. It's not. There's two of them. There's one that's in somewhere else, but I've only gone there like maybe twice. But the one in the Dog Patch, they've changed a lot, and I understand like why they did it. So let me explain. So back in the day, like previous to 2 years ago, it used to be called Magnolia Smokestack, and it used to have like one of the best like barbecue places in the city. That's easy to say because California barbecue is bullshit.
Yep.
But they actually had decent barbecue. So I used to like going there, and it's also right next to a place where I buy a lot of clothes from. Like if you look at well, you can't see right now because well, you'll see on the recording. I'm wearing like a shirt from Triple Out Design. And Triple Out Design is like one of my favorite places to buy clothes from and technical gear and all this kind of shit. For multiple reasons, which I go on to in another podcast. Anyway, Magnolia Smokestack is right next. Well, they changed their name, but they're right next to Triple Out Design. And so every year I go to Magnolia and Triple Out Design. Like I go to Magnolia, have a few drinks, then I go to Triple Out Design and like buy some clothes.
Yeah.
And then go about my day. But 2 years ago, because the Warriors moved and they created a new stadium in San Francisco, which is like right across from what is that? The AT&T Stadium? AT&T
The
Park?
Giants Park or AT&T.
Park,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's AT&T
Yeah.
Park.
It's like right across the way from there. It's in the Dog Patch. Traditionally, it was like this, like super
Shithole.
industrial like area. Like it was. You can call it a shithole if you want, but it's an industrial area.
Sure.
Like people that live there. The Dog Patch traditionally was just industrial shit.
Yeah.
People that live there lived like probably like way less than like most other people in
San Francisco.
like
Yeah.
paid for, but it's because it was an industrial area. But because they built this new stadium there, everything in there had to like basically upgrade. So gentrification started, and Magnolia gentrification started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so they literally ripped out all of their barbecue equipment. They fired pretty much all the people that were doing barbecue there.
Damn.
And then they remodeled everything except for the bar. The bar is still, and the brewery. The bar and the brewery is still exactly the fucking same. Everything else is super fucking gentrified. And it's just like, that part is kind of sad.
Yeah.
The saddest part, this is like the fucking super saddest part, is that I used to go there because they had a beer called Old Thunder Pussy.
Yeah, I've had it with you.
Yeah, and this is like one of the greatest fucking names for a beer of all time.
Yes.
Because it was based upon like real life San Francisco history. So Thunder Pussy was the name of like a prostitute from back in the day.
Yep.
That apparently she had a bomb ass pussy. So they called her Thunder Pussy. So they named a beer after her called Old Thunder Pussy. But after they gentrified to like this new thing.
Oh, shit.
They named the beer something different. It's the same beer. I can tell they added some shit to it, but it's
Old
the same fucking
Thunder
beer.
CIS cis
It's not
woman.
even Old Thunder or anything. It's like some other fucking bullshit.
Oh.
It's fucking sad. And they're like, they got rid of like the powdered soap that was in like the
Yeah.
bathrooms. They got rid of like the all the seating and shit like that was in there. Like they upgraded it. And remember, like before, like when you would look up like the upper, if you're sitting in the brewery or the bar in the upper left corner, there was like you could tell there was 2 stories.
Yeah.
There was like a door that went to nowhere.
Mhm.
They covered it up. I'm just like, they gave it like character. They got rid of like
Yeah.
all the real character, and then like now you go there and all of the servers and hospitality people, they're all like hipsters and shit.
Yeah, man.
It's just like, I mean, yeah, the food isn't bad. The beer is definitely not bad. The beer is still good, but the food isn't bad either. But I just kind of miss the old flavor of the place.
Old Thunder Pussy.
Yeah, yeah.
So you actually can look this up on Wikipedia. You look up Magnolia Thunder Pussy, and it goes into the story of the lady who was
Yeah.
named Thunder Pussy. Her real name was. It doesn't matter.
Well, you can say
It doesn't matter what your name is.
But yeah, it has her history on here, and like her younger brother, also known as Kid Thunder Pussy,
Oh, that's awesome.
was an instrumental.
Was he gay?
It doesn't say.
Boy
But he was also a
pussy.
food server. But yeah, they used to make barley wine, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
where the
yeah.
name Old Thunder Pussy came from.
Well, and that's what it was. Like their
Yeah.
Old Thunder Pussy was a barley wine, and that's how I know that there's like a lineage to like their. If you look up, I don't have my wallet on me because like my punch card is on there, but they have a barley wine still on
Yeah.
the menu, but it's not called Old Thunder Pussy anymore. It's called something else.
It's such a
Damn.
fucking great name.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
great.
get over the fact that
Yeah.
it's on.
This history goes back to the 60s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
God dang.
That's why it's Old Thunder Pussy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I will still go back to Magnolia every year because they do what's called Strong Beer Month, and so
Yep.
like it's a collaboration between Magnolia Brewery and 21st Amendment, which is like 2 of my favorite breweries, and they have like Strong Beer Month, so they have a punch card, which it's in my wallet, it's in the other room. Anyway, all their beers are over 8%, and so you have a
Yeah.
punch card which between like 10 and like 16 beers. Depending on the year,
Yeah.
you get the punch through. And so every time you drink a beer, you get a punch on the punch card.
Yep.
If you get them all, you get a glass.
Yep.
I don't say free glass anymore because you paid for a bunch of beers. Right? So you get a glass
Yep.
when you drink them all. And so I'm working on doing that punch card this year. 1 year I did it in 2 days,
Oh, wow.
which
Damn.
definitely don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Because I was hurting on the 3rd day.
And 21st has good food. I used to go there all the time.
Yeah, 21st has good food, and so does Magnolia.
Yeah.
And they have good food as well. But it's been a lot of fun. Yesterday we went to San Francisco Brewery. We went to
Magnolia.
We went to 4505 Meats.
Yeah, we went there. Went
went
to
to
the Emporium.
Magnolia.
San Francisco Brewing Company.
Yeah, Emporium. Yeah.
Oh no, the San Francisco Brewing Company. That
Yeah.
was- and then we
What was
went
the last
to
place?
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
Oh, yeah, there you
Went to
go.
Zeitgeist. Which is like Zeitgeist is like, it's one of those places where like I'll take somebody and be like, listen, like this place seems really dank and dirty and grimy,
Yes.
but they have really clean fucking bathrooms.
Yes.
So just don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be all right.
It's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, it's cool because you can
That's a good
still,
way of putting it.
Yeah.
you can order food there too, and they have a pool table and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one arcade machine.
It's a fun place, man.
It was
Fun
an interesting place.
So for me, like I stumbled upon Zeitgeist on like a whim because I used to like going to Tornado.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, I would go to Tornado all the time to get Pint of the Younger.
Yeah.
But it got too ridiculous because like you would have to like. I used to go with
Ashish.
yeah, she doesn't have like a podcast name.
Yeah.
One of my friends from like junior high,
Mm-hmm.
and we would. He's the one that introduced me to SFB Week.
Yeah.
And Pint of the Younger, like he got me on all
Yep.
all this shit. But
Now
going,
he works for HBO.
He
Nice.
does.
Mhm.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like
Wow.
if you follow him on Instagram, he's always like with like celebrities and shit.
Nice.
Nice.
Damn. Anyway, Tornado got ridiculous to get the Younger. Like you would have to get up at like 9 in the morning and wait in line to get the younger there.
Yep.
I'm just like, fuck that shit. I'll just do the opening gala and I go to the bistro.
I think one of the things, the reason why people like going there is they don't do limits. They don't have limits on how many you can buy in a sitting. Because I know, like, when I've gone there, like, the people I went with,
Oh, yeah,
we were there for a
yeah.
while.
Oh, yeah,
drinking
yeah.
like crazy.
I'll also say one more cool thing, and I know you appreciate this, Kronos. It is a true metal bar.
Oh, yeah, it's a metal
Oh,
bar.
I mean,
Yeah.
you will hear nothing but hard metal, at least every time I've gone there.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
if they have
yeah.
different reggae night or something.
No.
But it's hard metal all the time, playing indoor, outdoor, and it's just a metal fucking bar that is a little dank and dirty, but loud as fuck. You know what I mean? And a cool place to hang out when it's not overly crowded.
Yeah.
Yes, but Zeitgeist, for me, when I found Zeitgeist, it was like, it had the same feel as Tornado, but way fucking bigger.
Yeah.
Way big. It was
Yeah.
like, Tornado is probably like 4 times as big.
Yeah.
At least. That's way better memories and like stories. So like one year, I think it was one of us, only me and Blue, or you, me
Might have
and
been
you.
with me, man. I remember.
Remember the time when we were sitting there at Tornado?
Yeah.
We're trying to get the younger.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, we're all out. And then like we're sitting next to like their cooler.
Yeah, huh?
And then like there was the bartender was like, he opened up like this growler, and this is definitely
Not supposed
you. Yeah, you're not supposed to do this. You weren't at the time. You're not supposed to put the younger in a growler.
Yeah.
But they did it, and it was a rather large growler, and they had plenty of the younger in a growler, and he sniffed it, and he's like, oh shit, this is the younger. He's like, we were saving this for somebody today, but he didn't show up. He's like, you guys want this? We're
Yeah,
like, fuck
fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so we literally got the younger for free.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of them for free from like some guy's growler that didn't show up to get his beer.
That was my first time tasting that angel piss.
Oh, the angel. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's a fucking great beer.
Yeah, it's interesting this year. The makers of the younger Russian River, right? Let's see, make it. They decided to bottle it, but only for people who brought it in their brewery in where's the brewery?
They're in
at?
Windsor now.
Oh, they're in Windsor now. Oh, I
Well,
thought they were in.
there's Santa Rosa, but now they have a new place in Windsor. So like,
Okay.
most of shit's in Windsor.
But yeah, I guess
It's
they
not far
bottled
from
this
Santa
year,
Rosa.
and it was only a limited supply, and they gave it to the people who actually wait in line. Because people who are a fan of the younger, they wait in line like for hours
Yeah.
and hours
Oh,
just
yeah.
to get some. So they sold it to those people, but that shit's already selling on eBay for like $200, $300
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
I'm glad they weren't affected too much. It sounds like from the fires up there, too.
Oh yeah, that's true. but-
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the younger, but I'm also 40 fucking years old,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not gonna stand in line for a beer for any length of like. You got 15 minutes.
Clock's ticking.
Yeah, like 15 minutes.
Like even at opening galas, like we get there early and we get all of our drinks, and like once the rush of people get in there, I won't get in lines with
Yeah,
super long
like,
lines.
fuck that.
You can lose your
Yeah.
fucking buzz waiting.
Yeah, for real. Waiting.
Actually, there's a place that we forgot about. I don't know the name. That's why, because we went to the cookies and beer. So they had like these cookies that they paired with the beers. I don't know.
Monk's Kettle.
Is that what we
Yeah,
were?
that's what it was called.
Okay.
Yeah.
That place is cool.
It's a great spot. That's why it was hilarious because I'm sitting there. We were doing they have the cookies and beer pairings,
Yeah.
which is good. But for me, it's like they used to do like 2 beers and two cookies. But y'all know that I can't have too much sugar.
Yeah.
So if I have too much sugar, like bad things happen. So I like ate some of my cookies, and I was like the rest I just like give away. And they were good. They're good cookies. The macaroon wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, nobody wanted the macaroon for
Yeah.
because it's coconut, and not
Yeah.
everybody was feeling that.
The best was like the pecan.
Yeah, that was
some
good.
shit. God damn, that was
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
Yeah, and it was paired with like a really good beer. Anyway, so I'm sitting there enjoying like my beer and my cookies, and then all of a sudden this like probably definitely drunk Mexican dude walks in, and it doesn't matter who he is, doesn't matter his ethnicity. Why did I even say that?
I was going to
This
ask.
drunk dude walked in, and he sat down. And he was like, "Let me get a Budweiser." And he's like
The
putting his like $20 down. And the guy looked at him. He was like, "We don't sell Budweiser here." He's like, "We just sell like craft brew." And the guy was just like, all right, let me get a Heineken."
Oh, how
"We don't sell
dare
it either."
you.
He's like, "We don't sell it either, man." And then like, I like joked with the bartender. I was like, let me get a Budweiser, man. He's
No.
he's like, this guy comes in every now and again. He's
Oh,
like, he's
man.
been kicked out. He shouldn't even be here.
Yeah, he was already
Yeah.
86. He's on
Fucking
86
trolling.
this guy like a week ago.
Yeah,
And he keeps
yeah.
coming back because he's all fucked up. And what's fucked up is there's a bar,
That's some shit I'll probably do.
like literally, there's a bar
the
like
street.
10 yards away.
Yeah, that's definitely a Budweiser and Heineken. It's like, why are you coming here?
That's
That's some
probably
liquor
what-
store shit almost.
Yeah.
Almost. I'm pretty sure that's where he came from. Was that bar?
Yeah.
Probably got kicked out of there. He was like, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna bounce around.
Very, very much.
It's SF Beer Week.
It's funny
Yeah.
that the sweetest and I went to Red Robin, and she wanted to try a Michelob Light. I'm like,
Wait, what?
Holy
she got a
shit.
Michelob because she wanted to see what it tastes. Because on there they pair their burgers with their beers, and so
Oh,
she
yeah.
wanted to see how it tastes. When she started drinking it, she said, "Wow, I feel like I have 3 vaginas now," or something like that.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It was. I started fucking dying laughing when she
That
said
is some watery shit.
She,
Yeah.
It's barely beer.
it's funny because I was like on my Facebook feed one time on something I said in the past. Like I said that water has more alcohol than this fucking Bud Light out
God
here.
dang.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Fucking bad. Man.
That's awesome.
So I went to a brewery on, I think it was Monday, maybe it was Monday, definitely Monday. 'cause,
All right.
yeah, yes, I mean, yeah. So yesterday.
There was a Black Hammer Brewery. They were releasing a Black Claw. I guess it was their answer to White Claw.
Oh, okay.
So I
Like
was
Jay
thinking,
Z with the Black Album.
it's got to be like a stronger version of White Claw, right? Because I mean,
I would think.
listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 right now. All right, when I normally drink alcohol now because I'm older and I try to like stay at a lower weight, I don't drink a lot of beer anymore. I drink usually Trulies and vodka and whiskey.
Okay.
Those are like my 3 go-tos.
Yeah.
All right, and like the vodka goes in the Trulies, and the Trulies in the vodka goes in my body. So
You drink it.
yeah.
And
It's
drunk,
funny
like-
because I look
I
up.
combined.
I look up and there's
You can
3
still-
Kirkland vodka, empty
Yeah.
Kirkland vodka bottles.
Well, they're empty, but they're not empty. So let me tell you, motherfuckers, a trick. All right. If you go to if you drink vodka or you don't like alcohol at all, if you just like getting drunk,
Yeah.
getting a Costco membership is definitely a plus.
oh yeah,
Yep.
oh yeah.
So get the Kirkland brand, like American vodka. It's like triple distilled, and it's like $13 fucking dollars.
Yep.
This
For a
$13
gallon.
it's a liter and a half. All right, a liter and a half is enough to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
All right, so if you drink it all at the same time. Anyway, it's really good vodka.
Yep.
You have the other one too. The other one is like $20, but it's too big for me to fit in my fucking freezer. So I don't give a shit. I leave that one out the fucking window. But the other Kirkland one that I was talking about, the liter and a half, that's like it's a hazy looking bottle, whatever.
Frosty,
it looks
frosty
like
bottle.
Belvedere bottle.
Yeah, it's a frosted bottle.
Yeah, it's
frosted
bottle.
glass, whatever.
Yeah. You get that with like a Truly or a White Claw or whatever, and just add that in. You know what I mean? Because Trulies and White Claws are like 5% alcohol. It's like it's fucking nothing.
You're just living there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
soda.
living.
It's soda water.
Right. But the great thing about those drinks is that they're no carb.
Yeah.
And they're very low calorie.
Yeah.
So if you're a lady or a guy that is trying not
Watching
to
your
gain
finger?
weight, like it's fucking great.
Yeah.
So that's why I normally drink Trulies with vodka, and then
And it's
whiskey.
cheap. Dirt cheap.
It is dirt cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
$13 for a fucking liter and a half of fucking alcohol is insane.
That should last you a weekend.
Actually, if
should
that
last
should last
you
you
more than a
3
weekend.
weeks.
Yeah.
It should last for a while. But yeah. Anyway, I went to go to Black Hammer Brewery for their Black Claws, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get it. I hope they're strong." And they were still 5%. But
What the fuck?
yeah, they tasted way better
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
than like even the Trulies that I drink. I had like one White Claw, I think, in my entire life.
But aren't like most regular beer, like not the craft beer, strong beer, but
Yeah.
aren't most regular beers between 4 and 6%?
Yeah, but I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not a regular dude. So you know,
There you
I
go.
like things that are stronger.
There you go.
But I mean, their Black Claws were really good. I had like a ginger and something, and it was quite good.
Tastiness.
And then I had like one of their actual beers that were like way stronger. So
I'm trying to think the last time I was like super blue drunk. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a minute, man. You've been sobering up in your age.
I don't know.
Okay, so you.
hey, I need my fucking
Leaf blower? Yeah, but
yeah, I need it back because you saw my yard, right?
yeah.
Like it's all full of like shit from the fucking wind.
I meant to bring it with me, but I forgot.
Okay.
But I'll bring it tomorrow.
Blue, before we get to golden eggplants, because people are chomping at the bit for it, you were wanting to mention something about a quick story with why you didn't show up to the gala, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so a couple of months ago, it's almost been about a year. I had to go to the ER because I was having stomach pains, and I chalked it up to me eating too many fucking almonds.
I remember that.
I had a whole lot of fucking almonds that night before. Well, I had pains again, and it sent me to the ER again. And this pain wasn't as bad as the last time, but it was pretty fucking bad. And so they did a CT scan or
Ultrasound?
no, CT scan. Yeah, they had to do that to me, and basically my intestines were inflamed.
Oh shit!
Both times that was the case, and so the doctor assumed that maybe I have Crohn's disease.
Oh.
Which I'm like, fuck, dude, like. Nobody want to hear you got a disease or something like that.
No.
So the only way to test to see if you have Crohn's disease is to get a colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Or
Yeah,
colonoscope?
so
where you take the go easy or
Yeah.
Use
So-
all that lube.
so I had to get one of those on Friday, but
Did he take you out to dinner first?
no, they did not. They told me I couldn't have any kind of dinner. So
Oh.
literally after the podcast, I didn't eat until Friday night. So we record on Wednesdays. Anybody listening? So Wednesday night, all of Thursdays, all I could have was like
Water?
a liquid diet. I could drink water, apple juice, fucking chicken broth, vegetable broth. That's only fucking thing I could eat. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do my whole entire fucking life.
It's like
And,
prepping for anal and porn.
Basically. But it was like I was watching fucking TV like cartoons and shit like that. Motherfuckers eating food. I'm like, god damn. Like I like watching like Now We Feast, like the hot challenge or whatever they do with celebrities. I was like,
weights?
yeah, I couldn't fucking watch that, dude. I
Nope.
was so fucking hungry. I was so goddamn hungry. But eventually it kind of subsides. But part of the procedure they give you super laxative. It even says on the fucking bottle. It says it says SUPRE. Like that's how fucking super it
You gotta
is.
shit your brains out.
Yeah, so I had to take the first one because there's two of them. You do one at 2 o'clock. You have to do the next one 4 hours for my procedure. And man, like I was shitting off. I wasn't shitting. I was fucking pissing from my ass, dude.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. Like I was literally sitting on the toilet for like 30 goddamn minutes, just.
But you still had stuff in you, even after all that just liquid.
Well, no, because at one point it was just basically liquid coming out. Like there was no solid waste or anything coming out. So yeah, I mean, should have warned. It's a little bit TMI, but I decided just to come
we
out there
dank
with
as
it.
fuck on here.
Yeah. So so Friday I go for my procedure, which was like at 12 o'clock, and I Ubered there, which I was rolling dice on because I did just take a whole bunch of laxatives, so
Bruh.
I didn't want to take my car.
You live dangerously.
I did, but no, I had nothing in my system, so like me like shitting shit was kind of gone already.
Put some newspaper down. And
I wore a fucking astronaut diaper.
Yeah,
You gotta have like a
depends.
shredding.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the place I was going to was real close. It was probably like about 5 minutes away, so
Alright.
I kind of ran that risk.
But
But
you went to Palo Alto Medical Foundation?
I went to Eden over in Castro
yeah.
Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
so
That's closer to us. I forget you live close to me now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just go there. Like I'm talking to the doctor. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be real quick. You're gonna be in and out, this and that.
So, yeah.
And it's funny because I've only had anesthesia. Wait, not anesthesia. What, is
The doctor was
anesthesia?
all.
yeah. Well, so wait.
Hold on. As he's going to sleep, it's just like, we're going to be in and out, in and out, in and out.
hey, when you walked into the doctor, hey, grab your ankle.
He did tell me to bend over.
Oh.
Don't drop the soap.
But it's anesthesia they give you, right?
If you
Knock
get
the
knocked
fuck
out, yeah, it's
yeah.
anesthesia.
Because there's local anesthesia and there's
Yeah.
General.
and yeah, that's what it's general. But they gave me the good shit, and like they're like checking they had like the vitals and stuff on me and stuff like that, and like I'm laying on the bed with my back on the bed, and like they're like, okay, we're gonna need you to roll over onto your side and
Oh.
bend your fucking knees and shit.
Oh.
Put
Pull
your
them
ass out
panties to
there.
the side.
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing no panties. I was butt naked.
Oh, no.
But,
Senpai, tell me what to
Put it in me, senpai.
but it's funny because like I said, I've only been under anesthesia twice. This is my second time. The first time
Nani?
the first time was when I got my wisdom tooth pulled out, and this is my second time.
Oh,
And
dude,
like and like I try to remember what happens just before I go under.
Oh man!
And like when I go into the room, like there's like the TV screen, and I can see like I can see that's the camera's point of view, and it isn't my ass yet, but
Is that my colon?
no, it basically looked at me as I came in, and I was like, oh shit, this is happening. But the nurse said like, oh yeah, we just we just put in anesthesia. You should be going to sleep pretty soon. I'm like, oh shit, really?
You got Bill Cosby?
I'm like, you know what? I can feel.
Oh.
Next thing I know, I wake up in the bed, like another room or whatever. I'm like, damn, that shit was fucking. And it probably took like 30 minutes for it all to fucking happen.
You have no idea. You was out. They probably told you it was 30 minutes.
No, because like I saw in the room they had a clock, and like I saw the clock and I saw what time I knocked out.
Was your jaw hurting afterwards?
No, but my ass was really greasy though. And man, I was farting like nobody's fucking business. I told it.
They were easy farts.
Damn, the whole crew. That means the doctor went in. The nurse had her strap up. The nurse had her strap on.
And queef farts.
Yeah, the intern had their butt plugs. Like they took a turn on your ass.
I've been scrolling Pornhub and everything, looking to see if anybody posted a video of me being.
Damn.
But I told the sweetest like, look, I'm sorry, but I can't hold these back. Like it was just basically I was ripping all fucking day, and they were just easy ones.
It's evil.
How long were you feeling like shitty and wobbly, or are you good now? Obviously,
I was good. Like after that procedure, like since I didn't have any food or anything in my system, I had to like eat light, so like just simple like chicken.
Oh,
and
you did the
rice,
smart
stuff
route.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the fucking dumbass route. When I had my fucking gallbladder taken out,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, you gotta eat light, and Kara came over to our house, and she brought Chinese food, and I was like, oh, yum. I was like, yum. I couldn't shit for like 2 days.
Oh,
That was like the worst thing. Like literally, I had to do fucking everything. I mean, fucking everything.
Oh damn.
To try and take a shit. And it was like, I never understood, like, there are simple things in life that people take for granted.
Yep.
Shitting is one of them.
Yes.
When you can't shit, like, your life is in serious turmoil.
Yes, it is.
Like, I was like, I will do anything to just, like, take a dump. Because, like, my gut got so gigantic.
Yeah.
From, like, just, like, everything just sitting in there. I'm just like, dude, I gotta poop. and I couldn't. It took me literally 2 days to poop.
God damn.
Yeah, so you took the smart route.
Yeah. Well, because at the end, after my procedure, the doctor showed me the pictures of my insides. And right when he showed me the pictures, it made me think of our friend Ryan. I remember how he found because his dad had that procedure done. And I was
Found
like,
a what?
Yeah.
so we were hanging out at a friend's house,
That's a good
and like
story.
we were sitting there like, I don't know, watching TV, playing video games or some shit like that, and just right there on the fucking coffee
Hold on.
table.
Pause real quick. Is this you talking about Ryan from like high school?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is when we were like kids.
Yeah, this is like
teenagers.
Yeah, we're like 14, 15, something like high school age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And just
alright.
on the fucking coffee table, just fucking images of his dad fucking insides. And
Yeah.
we're like, what the fuck is this?
We got better stories than that. We got the story about the
boot?
the cowboy boot.
Yeah.
Wait,
I've
rewind the tape.
heard
Wait,
this
hold on. You're saying his asshole was spread open, or these
No,
are
it was-
colonoscopies?
These are colonoscopies.
Okay, I was like,
But in high school, that was somebody's asshole, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But good news though, I do not have Crohn's disease.
very
There you
nice.
go.
All of my insides looked really good.
There you
So,
go.
which
You
is
know what
weird to
caused the
fucking say.
inflammation for you? Or
Because
no?
the doctor was like, they felt good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, you're a rib for my pleasure.
Yeah. Just no more spicy food, I
Yeah,
guess.
I know. He just said it was. I just had basically another intestinal, like a bacteria infection, basically in my
damn.
thing. So yeah,
It's not diverticulitis, right? Like, you're good?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, funny
Damn.
story. Just thought I'd share.
So we got one quick thing before we get to the awards. Oathbreaker. You finally got a chance to see the gospel that is Deathstroke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for your review.
God damn. Yeah, this is the polar opposite of Birds of Shitty Ass Prey. Shitty ass Kathy Yan. Deathstroke is brilliantly amazing. There's only one fucking episode. It reminds me of the good old days with Justice League Unlimited in terms of the art style. But it's way more violent. I love the backstory with him and Adeline because that's truly part of Deathstroke lore. You have Jericho, the birthing of Jericho, basically. The fact that he's a mute for a while after that accident. Deathstroke, his voice sounds great. Again, the bloodiness, the violence. He's shooting and cutting people in such a glorious way. It's like Seis Manos in terms of the violence, but like with a Justice League type flavor. I want more of this. I don't know why the fuck they're not promoting this, and I don't know who I have to pay to get more episodes. What the fuck?
So it's fucked up because we were saying the same thing, and it's slated for 12, no pun intended. It's supposed to be for 12 episodes.
Yeah.
And we've only seen one. And I'm jonesing for another one. I'm like, dude, I need more of this.
It's been a fucking month since the first one dropped.
I mean,
damn.
I love Michael Chiklis because he's the voice of Deathstroke.
He's great.
So, I mean, and this is just the first episode. We're supposed to get fucking 12.
This pilot is it.
Yeah.
Like, just as a pilot, this is something special.
Like,
And it's on the CW Seed, a free fucking app with like all these teeny bopper stuff and the Arrowverse, even though, I mean, it is kind of teeny.
And just to
but-
clarify, it's Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons, right?
Yes.
yeah. And it's just the first 5 fucking minutes will have you fucking hooked. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
the first scene of him, like, taking out the fucking, the
Dictator?
drug cartel
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, you have all the essence story-wise of a great live action if you wanted to go that route, either series or movie if you wanted. And I would be down for it, but I'll take what I can get with the cartoon.
DC needs to look at their whoever does their storylines for their animations, because all of their animations are usually fucking killing. Other than outside of Batman and Harley Quinn, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But like all of the DC animated movies are on fucking point. Even like I talked about it earlier, like Harley Quinn, the animated series. It's fucking
Where
great,
can I
dude.
watch that?
DC Universe.
Yeah, it's on DC Universe, but you can watch the first episode on YouTube, but it's censored. Which once you start watching it and you see that it's censored, just fucking stop watching it and try to find some other way to watch it. But it's so fucking funny. Like
There's like that was like Terraformars
Yeah.
when like they were censored at first and then like it came uncensored.
Yeah. But it like there's like she makes fun of the Justice League. Like my intro was saying like the jack off league, because she literally says that to Superman to
And
his
you know,
fucking face.
it's the blonde from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Harley Quinn.
She's Harley, and she does a great job with that voice. I like it. You know what I mean?
I still
But
haven't seen an episode because I know like almost everyone from DC's in the fucking
So
is in the series.
fucking
Yeah.
fun. Like
I mean, I know it can't be on network television. I
No,
get
it is
that.
not.
But at the same time, I would actually buy the season.
I don't know. I don't think the first season's quite done.
no,
I
I think they have like maybe like 4
Two-
or 5 more episodes.
Yeah, I heard
I'm
2 or
buying
3,
it.
but either way, that's still good.
Dude, it's so. And what's his name? JB Smooth does the voice of this fucking of one of Ivy's plants,
Oh,
and he's just
wow.
fucking hilarious. But
I love his voice.
I even in animated series, I think you will like Poison Ivy just because there's literally a scene where like they have her tied down, and it's like, oh, there's no plants, nowhere to be found. Like there's nothing you can fucking do. She's all, I still need to use my fucking gun. She like beats a bunch of people up and kills people with fucking guns and
it.
shit like that. I was like, this shit would make Prodigy probably excited for.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm
It's so
gonna
fucking good.
I'm gonna finish that shit off. Real quick before I know we're stalling a little bit for the Golden Egg Plants. Shout out to a anime campaign that I just heard about. I posted it on the website or our website on Facebook or our Facebook page. The One Piece fans are actually campaigning now to have Johnny Depp be in the One Piece live action Netflix series, which is just about to start filming later on this year. Obviously, One Piece is about pirates and whatnot, and Johnny Depp with his famous role of Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
This could fucking work. I'm all for the anime community embracing the victim, Johnny Depp.
We know how Netflix did Death Note, so
Oh, it's gonna be shit still. Don't get it twisted. It's live action anime adaptation. It's gonna be shit, but at least Johnny Depp will be in it, maybe.
Well, I was
guess.
gonna say they did well with Bleach, but then again, Bleach was Japanese. It was
and
produced in Japan, and they just got the rights to film it, show it here.
And you know how much I love JoJo, but even
Yeah.
the fucking live action JoJo shit has been just kind of weak.
Oh,
you
okay.
know? But we'll fucking see.
that's
man.
fucking terrible. Yeah, I forgot there was that JoJo film's kind of old too.
Oh,
I
it is,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
super-
JoJo the series was from the 80s.
True, but I mean,
Or the
I
manga,
guess,
rather.
I guess the live action stuff was was in the 2000s,
Yeah.
but it looked like shit.
Yep.
I mean, the anime shit too. I'm just saying.
God damn. Fuck your couch.
Remember when Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna do fucking Akira?
I do
Yeah.
What the
remember.
fuck happened to that?
So, I mean, Akira's in super freefall. I guess the director recently just walked away.
Well, I thought
So-
Leo was gonna be the director.
I thought
Or
Leo
just
was
gonna be a
producer.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to be a producer. They had they had all kinds of people attached. Like Tobey Maguire was attached.
It's like the Uncharted.
Jake Gyllenhaal was attached.
It's like the Uncharted movie. It's not gonna happen.
What are you talking about?
The Akira movie. It ain't
Akira
happening.
film. Yeah, the Hollywood's Akira movie. So, I mean, we'll see. Oh, quick shout out to Rick Moranis. Coming back
yeah.
for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on Disney Plus. He hasn't been acting for 23 years. Disney money came and got in that ass.
No, that's not
Welcome
what happened.
back.
What
I
happened?
know it's not, but
He
still.
got over his wife dying. So,
Oh.
Yeah, but
that
still.
happened.
And he wanted to raise his kids.
And everybody loved Rick Moranis. Everybody
yeah.
loved him in
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Everybody wanted him to be in the remake.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs too.
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
when I say he got over his wife dying, it's because he had to raise his kids.
Yeah.
Without the wife.
Yeah, that's like,
Real life.
yeah, that's real life shit.
Still, I get it. And he didn't want to come back because they've been asking him for 20 years to come back. Please come back. And it's been a while. I'm assuming his kids are grown now, so now
Gotta
he
better
has.
be.
Yeah, so it's probably better for him not to be at home. It's better for him to be working, and the fucking public loves him. So welcome back, Rick.
Good shit. I think a lot of people don't even know him if you're a millennial.
You know, it'd be terrible if he was like, he came back and he was like really shitty at acting.
Oh, that would be bad.
That would suck.
That would make me cry.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd watch it with him still anyway. I'd feel bad, but I'd still keep
That's
watching.
because you're an asshole. But anyway,
Yes,
one-
I
if it
am.
was bad, I wouldn't watch it.
People been waiting.
Yeah, one of my favorite movie of his is the fucking classic is Little
done
Shop
yet.
of Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was
fucking-
great.
What's I didn't even know that. I know Tisha Campbell was in there, but I didn't know Pam was in there too.
Yeah, they both are. They're
Yeah,
both.
they both
There's
were
the
singers.
singers.
Damn, I forgot about that, man. It's
And
been a minute.
they were the singers, and they also were the dentist nurses.
Yeah,
also.
they're always in the background. They're
Yeah.
always like kind of like moving each scene over.
Pull it up on your phone.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
without
So,
further ado,
I will buy you some time because we're gonna
Yeah.
alternate who.
yeah, we need to alternate. Everyone else has got it.
You got time? Don't worry. You can be the last one. All right.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can-
everybody pull it
You
up
can
now.
start. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
can
got
start.
it.
Go around that way.
Do you want to introduce or?
I was just gonna say
Go
we're
ahead.
finally here. The 2019 Golden Eggplant Golden Eggplant Awards.
So round ones are on there too.
Rotten ones are
Rotten
on
are on
there
there.
too. Thank you everybody for fucking participating. Y'all decided who the fuck is gonna win, who's gonna lose. There's always some closeness. We gonna get on in. Kronos, what is the first fucking category of
Yes.
nominees?
The first category would be the best meme of 2019.
This was a hard one.
Yes.
What's the wife?
Do I just want to say the winner, or do I gotta say everybody?
Yeah, nominees.
Do I say the
Just-
nominees?
Yeah,
yeah,
nominees.
nominees.
The
It's the award show. We gotta do it.
Yeah, the nominees are, and I will show you in video, but Elgato fucked us over on that one. So the nominees are the Area 51 raid, SpongeBob, I'm gonna head out, Baby Yoda, I'm gonna tell my kids this is, woman yelling at cat, kombucha girl. Kombucha is fucking terrible, by the way. Tastes terrible.
That's what she thought.
Yeah. Hose mad and Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. And the winner is SpongeBob. I'm gonna head out. Meme.
Yeah,
Nice.
that one hits hard. Still goes on today, but the kombucha girl I thought was gonna come out, but no. I
I
mean,
thought Baby Yoda was gonna win it.
yeah, I thought so too. But if you look,
Well, I thought yelling
woman yelling at cat
was-
came in second.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
Or no,
came-
she came in third. My
What was,
bad.
that, what was that percentage on the winner?
24.8% for SpongeBob. I'm gonna head up out of here.
Look, SpongeBob is popular as fuck, man.
Dude,
He's been gone for off the air since like what, the late 90s, early 2000s?
I think
I think it's
early
Spon-
2000s. I think
No,
I want to
is
say.
SpongeBob still on?
For new episodes,
new
not them
episodes.
reruns. They'd be playing reruns all the time.
Ah, but there's movies. There's been
Okay,
SpongeBob
that's true.
movies.
Can you get a fucking case on your goddamn phone like an adult?
No, I like
okay.
dropping it and seeing what
Yeah,
happens.
All right.
I got that shit. I was like, is this lube on this motherfucking phone? Like, why is it so slippery?
All right, so the next category. Who's reading the next category?
I'll go
Is
ahead.
that blue? All right, next category.
Next category. Oh shit! All right, maybe I shouldn't do this one.
Oh.
I'm bad at reading these fucking names. You read this one.
Fine. The next category is the FAP Award.
I ain't gonna
which-
fucking lie.
The next one, you're fucked too. Then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whoever y'all was fapping to in 2019, these were the nominees. The nominees are Gillian Anderson, Naomi Scott, Selma Hayek, Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu, Ming-Na Wen, Amber Rose Reva, and Anya Chalotra. And the winner is Salma Hayek.
Oh shit! With the
A
fucking steal.
super
Yeah.
huge margin.
I think people forgot that she was hot.
I guess.
How?
Yeah.
Like she came in. She snuck this one got snuck in there because she was in something in December, and I think that's how she ended up back on the radar.
Well, that
Whoa.
and we saw her. Well, Cronus saw her
Yeah.
at Comic-Con,
Yeah, she's still
and
satisfied.
with her announcement in the Eternals, got her people talking about her.
I
again.
have member berries from
Oh.
her being in
Desperado.
Desperado.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
like that was her break.
Well, no, not
But-
Desperado. It was Dust to Dawn.
Dust Till Dawn too.
dancing
She's in
with
both.
the-
She's
with
in
the bug
both.
chicken?
So she was in Desperado before.
Yeah, no-
Yeah.
From Dust Till Dawn.
I wish she really?
Yeah,
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 she
way
was bad as
before.
fuck in that movie.
Never mind.
She learned English from Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah, from till Dust Till Dawn, she's a stripper in that film with the snake. So that's pretty
I'm sorry,
awesome.
she learned
fucking
English. She
vampire.
learned it from Desperado. What I am actually happy for that I saw in here is that Gillian Anderson was like tied for second place in this because yeah, if you watch Sex Education, and listen, I get it, she's an older lady, but she is sexy as fuck in this, and she has like the kind of sexy that is like it's so cavalier. Like she has a kid, she has like this whole like I'm a mom vibe to her, but I'm still fucking hot. And yeah, y'all should watch Sex Education. It's like one of my favorite shows for like the past 2 years running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Salma Hayek won by a huge fucking margin.
Huge goddamn
Huge.
margin.
Yeah, it was 44% to like whatever percent.
Yeah, everybody's
So,
like in
yeah.
the teens. Not even in the teens. They were like in the preteens.
yeah.
People have spoken.
Yeah.
Latin titties.
But I'm not surprised because I mean, I saw her at SDCC and I was like, huh, you still got it.
She bad.
Huh.
And we had photos, right? Or
Yeah.
pictures. Of,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's tiny in person.
Yeah, like
Oh,
5'1"
yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah, she's tiny, but she's still hot.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
We're
And,
buying time for you assholes, so I know what you guys are doing. You're like doing like, what the fuck is the phone?
We're
or-
jerking each other off. Just
No,
let us know.
no,
So you
no,
could
we-
have definitely not said
No.
that.
should I just give you my laptop to read from?
No, he got it. He
No,
got it. He got it.
gotta,
I
like,
really don't.
bust up.
All right, Blue, you haven't
You
read
go,
one.
Blue.
Read the next. Read
All
the
right,
next
next up
category.
we have porn stars of the year. Dun, 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 dun. First up, we have Maitland Ward. Oh my god, I almost spilled beer on my drink.
Here, give me that. Go ahead.
Next up is you almost spilled my next drink. God
God
damn.
dang, how many drinks you got?
One was a bottle, one was my glass. Next up we have Holy Berry. Then we have Abella Danger.
Abella Danger.
Then we have Horny Lily. We have Rachel Rax and Abby Rain. And the winner is Rachel Rax.
This was a
Ooh.
controversial, tough one. You know what I mean?
I don't know any of these.
You don't know Rachel Rax?
You don't know Maitland Ward? She used to be on Boy Meets World.
I'm like an amateur guy.
No, but Maitland Ward was on like national TV.
So national.
That's
would-
not
would
amateur.
be amateur.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
that'd be the exact opposite of
Yeah,
this.
exactly. That's almost celebrity. A lot of people are just like, oh, I wanted Hitomi on here, and I wanted Sarah 38G.
So for
Sarah
a
38G.
song, Samantha,
Wow.
yeah, hold on.
Folks,
Samantha
hit me up.
38G already won. She won the
did.
2015 award, so go fuck yourself.
I think Hitomi
And-
got one too, didn't she?
I mean, Hitomi was.
Yeah, Hotomi's Hitomi, but I'm pretty sure she was nominated and didn't win. So there you go.
We had some new blood this year.
Yes.
And Rachel Rax, she got all kind of titty meat.
I gotta look her up. All right,
yeah.
I guess I can just go to questions and see
Yeah.
what she looks
Huh,
like.
okay.
Rachel Rax, and she do hardcore too.
Most all of these, all the nominees do hardcore.
Oh man,
I'm gonna take. We got a whole bunch of titties right on the
I have
screen.
not found her.
Best.
Yeah, I found her like right away.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
With 3X Rachel Rax. Okay, next category. Best new anime of 2019. We have Cannon Busters, LaShawn Thomas, Carolyn Tuesday, Demon Slayer, Fire Force, Dr. Stone, Vinland Saga, The Promised Neverland, and Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. And the winner is by a landslide.
Thank you.
Demon Slayer.
And don't get me
essay.
wrong. Once the Infinity Base is done, which was I worked on it today.
All right.
None of you fucks did.
I mean, I was working.
You didn't do shit. Just saying, I worked on it today. Once the Infinity Base is done, I really want to have LaShawn Thomas
Oh, hell yeah.
on the podcast. If you're wondering why, like,
Why can't we
haven't
get
had-
Rachel here? Rachel Rax.
Well, because girlfriends. Anyway, well, actually, no, not even because girlfriends. We had.
The fuck, dude? You just hella costing my fucking face.
Oh,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. You know what's the worst? Oh no, this is the worst.
Oh,
So
did the virus.
my youngest daughter was 6. She's 3, and I asked her to give me a kiss, and she gave me a kiss, and then she coughed in my mouth.
Oh.
I was like, because she was sick. I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
That green
How
snot.
the fuck? How dare you? You're lucky I have a goddamn immune system that is greater than the goddamn Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
But holy shit, I was like, when she coughed in my mouth, I've never experienced that before in my entire
that's
life.
grody,
I was
man.
like, dude, why did you do this, child?
Yeah.
Anyway,
You say grody?
Yeah.
that's
I
grody,
haven't heard
man.
that since like the 90s.
it's so fucking disgusting.
Gotta bring that back.
Goddamn. All right, Kronos, get the next one.
We did porn star, right? That's the last.
No,
one.
we did best
returning.
Now we're doing best returning.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I want to have LaShawn Thomas on the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah. We're going to hit him
Great,
up.
this year. Anyway, best returning anime series of 2019. We have Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Netflix's Castlevania, which is coming back this year, very soon. The Rising of the Shield Hero, Sword Art Online, Black Clover, Mob Psycho 100, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind, and 7 Deadly Sins. And the winner is
Here we go.
it's Castlevania.
Nice.
Yeah, Castlevania
Nice.
We got to have Sam
Yeah.
Dietz back on, man.
Sam Dietz got to come back on. Yeah, because he
You
has
know,
like
receives the award.
and I love how like more folks are trying to tap him for like more stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
He's
I'm like,
talented.
dude, he's talented.
Yeah.
We gotta have him come back on and like talk about like what it's like to like
When it go to
to
eggplant.
blow. Well, no, I mean obviously, but actually, to like, I mean, we interviewed him before he got big.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And to see him like blow up after, because I mean, we saw Castlevania and we're like, this is the fucking shit.
Yeah.
But I think the rest of the world was like, huh?
Yep.
And then they got it, and I'm like, I'm so glad that they got it because the rest of the world sees that what we saw. We saw a guy that understood what he was trying to recreate. He understood the video game,
Yeah.
and he improved upon it and made a really great anime. Well, American anime, and it was excellent. So I want to have him back on to see like what it's like for him to basically have like all this stuff come to fruition. You know?
And remember this too. I mean, prior to this, there weren't a whole lot of video game to cartoon or animated successful series.
Yeah, that was successful. Yeah, it's very
You know?
rare.
Yeah, the only one I can think of was Mass Effect, and that wasn't a series, like a mini movie.
That
And
mini
that-
movie was
and-
good, but
Well, it was good, but it doesn't. It pales in comparison to what Sam Dietz did.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to the third season
coming
looks
out
like it's
soon.
going to be lit
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
And I'm like, how the fuck did they have a third season? He fucking killed Dracula, spoiler alert, in season 2.
Well, this is what's great about Sam Dietz is that the first season of Castlevania, that was like it stayed pretty close to the
To the game.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so for him to like stay close to like stuff that was already written and to stay faithful, it's like, dude, keep doing it.
Dude, I wanted
Please.
to actually go back and play some of these Castlevania games that
Yeah.
I've missed based on how good the anime is.
Yeah, and it's been a long time. I'm pretty sure that most of us on the podcast, probably all of us, are older than Sam. But the fact that he can, like, really reach back and like extract all of these like gems from like
Yeah.
our childhood, it's like it's so fucking badass.
Because the first one was like, or the first couple were NES 8-bit games.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Simon's Quest was like hugely popular back in the day.
Well, that's why people seem to forget like there's like a whole genre called Metroidvania games for a reason. Because there was like the Metroidvania style of games. It was like a combination of Metroid and Castlevania.
Yep.
And that style of game is still going on today.
Hardcore. There's
Yeah.
plenty. Every year there's like multiple titles, almost
Yeah.
double-digit titles.
Like Dead Cells, like even like the side scrollers. not
Shovel
even fucking-
Knights, yeah.
Shovel Knights, yeah.
Okay, on to the next.
Damn, you just
Yeah.
cut that off. Huh?
Yeah,
we
'cause
was
we-
having
we
fun
like-
talking about Castlevania.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
old
but
ninja.
nostalgia.
We still got.
He had to play the play your mouth music.
Yeah,
and shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like,
Get
hurry
out,
up.
Get out the stage.
All right,
Blue.
go ahead.
Blue, read the next one.
Blue, next one.
All right, next up we have.
And there's a mistake in this too.
We have best animated best animated series of the year. First up we have Love, Death and Robot from Netflix.
It was on last year.
Yeah,
Um,
That was 19. That was early 19.
in
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, we have Young Justice Outsiders. We have Disenchantment. We have Big Mouth. Oh, all these are pretty much Netflix. Big Mouth. Rick and Morty. DC's Harley Quinn animated series. We have Primal, The Dragon Prince, and Harley. Well, this is on here twice.
Yeah, it's on
Harley
there twice.
Quinn's animated series. So,
So someone put this on there the second time.
I blame Old Ninja.
I didn't.
Someone did.
And the winner is. God damn it, Morty! It's Rick and Morty.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm in.
So surprise, surprise. At first, this was like in third place for a while.
Yeah.
So, but then it came up towards the end. So I was like,
It's insane. Like, this is why this is the first year where I looked once and then stopped looking at the Golden Egg plans, because you never know.
Yeah.
For us, as like people that put it out there, the first like a week, maybe week and a half, like a lot of stuff is like equal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then some stuff is like way ahead, and then like you never know what happens after that.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is like one of the telling ones.
I love the surprises. Every fucking year there's surprises on this shit.
Well, what's cool about like Rick and Morty? They literally only had like what 5 episodes this
5.
year.
It was a
Or
mini
last
season.
year?
Oh,
Yeah.
they were so good, though.
They fucking be killing it.
they took a break. They're coming back.
Yeah.
Well, no,
not
but
over.
like last
In 20
last
calendar
year,
year
Yeah, yeah.
they had fucking 4 or 5 episodes. They fucking
right.
still bring it.
All right.
Old
So
Ninja.
the next category is pretty long,
That's a
but
big
there's
one.
some really good ones. So the next category is Best New TV Show 2019.
Yeah, I had a few of them last year.
Nominees
Too
are
long.
The Umbrella Academy, Dead to Me, Watchmen, Sex Education, The Witcher, The Boys, The Twilight Zone 2019, The Mandalorian, The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, Chernobyl, and When They See Us.
Oh, I could say why it's long. All right, I get it.
Those are all great fucking shows.
Yeah.
And the winner is
This was close. Kind of
the,
close.
the Boys.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
So this was close. The Boys was in fourth place for,
Yeah.
for a minute. It was battling between The Mandalorian and what's the other show?
In The Witcher?
The Witcher, yeah.
Wow.
Those two.
Great shows.
And then The Watchmen came up in there, and then
Yeah.
like it totally like all of a sudden The Boys came up.
I mean,
So
I gotta be honest. Like, knowing our core audience, this is it. How do I put this? I expected Watchmen to win. However, I am still happy that the Watchmen didn't win.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like the fact that the Boys won is, I think that it shows that our audience is super open-minded.
yeah.
Oh, of course.
It's like I mean, we do this podcast and we're a black podcast, right?
Uh-huh.
However, at the same time, we're
we
not like a super black. I mean, like we do like we're all black on this podcast.
Yeah.
We do a bunch of black shit because we're black. But it's just like
Drinking black beer right now.
the fact that
Oh,
we have
shit.
like winners that are not like super like Afrocentric.
Yeah.
To me is like it's kind of refreshing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I love the fucking Watchmen.
yeah.
And honestly, I was hoping they were gonna win.
Yeah,
But it's cool that the Boys won because I was there on the fucking red carpet taking pictures and shit.
Yeah.
You know what
I was
mean?
I will
there
say,
too.
in terms of the greater social media, this was one of the first shows, thanks to Kronos' connection with Amazon,
Yeah.
to start promoting the
shit.
boys
Right, yeah.
prior to release.
Yes. Plus, so if y'all didn't know, this podcast has like a very deep tie to Amazon.
Yeah.
We are not sponsored by Amazon.
No.
We're not sponsored at all by Amazon. But we do get pretty much any Amazon show or movie that comes out.
Yeah.
We get a chance to like watch screeners way before it comes out.
Yeah.
The Hunters is on screeners right now.
Okay. And you already watch it?
No, I haven't watched it yet. So this is like a thing that I'm hesitant, but I think at this point I have to do it.
Okay.
Because right now all our screener access is tied to like my personal email account.
Okay.
But The Hunters is by Jordan Peele, and it's by you didn't hear about it?
No. Jordan Peele, I'm interested.
Okay, so
There's
let
a
me-
trailer. It's pretty sick.
Let me give you the pitch. All right, so The Hunters is about Nazi hunters in
Okay.
America.
Oh, I have seen this. Yeah.
And so I want all of us to watch it
Yeah,
together.
I'm down.
But it's tied to just my account, so
Yeah, to give us your
I
password.
don't want to lose the Amazon access that we have right now because it's like super high level,
Yeah.
you know. But at the same time, like I want us all to watch it, and like I want to do a screener party at my place, but
Sure.
we'll have kids,
Yeah.
and they can't watch that show.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna be a kid's
Well,
show.
it's
So-
it's interesting because like Jordan Peele, I remember him saying like, "Oh yeah, like well, I guess this is how the public took or the media took it. Like he was only gonna have like black actors and stuff in his
No,
movies.
yeah,
But this one is
yeah.
clearly like I think he had like maybe one black person who's in this
Yeah.
series of his.
There's a couple, but
So
I mean, either way, it's a really cool premise. If you haven't like watched the trailers for the Hunters for Amazon, definitely check it out and see if you're interested.
Okay.
And obviously, this is kind of like behind the scenes shit, but when we get access to shit like this, like there is a grace period. Like we can't talk about like the actual show
Okay.
until like a certain period of time. I haven't watched it yet, but I would love to watch it all together with all of us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like sit down and like watch it and like hear our thoughts about it and like come up with like an actual review before the show is released.
yeah,
and,
like
record it.
you know who does that? Culture Junkies.
Well, and
They
a
do.
bunch of
Bunch of podcasts do it.
most major media outlets do that.
Yeah.
You know, they get
Let's do
access and they talk about it. You know, and I would love to do that. And I love that Amazon is giving us like this untethered access to
Yeah.
like all their media. And, yeah, because it happened with when did it first happen? The Boys was the
Yeah, The
first
Boys
one.
was it.
Yeah, The
Boys
Yeah.
was it.
And,
And then a Fairyland one.
yeah. And I was all when I saw The Boys, I was all in. I'm glad they won. When I saw The Boys, I was all in, and then like the Carnival Row was the fur one you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. I was all in, and it's like I hope that the Hunters.
son of a bitch,
do
I'm
the
in.
Same thing. Yeah.
Set it up, dude. You said Jordan Peele. I'm in.
All right.
So
yeah. Let's do
So
it.
next category.
the next one we have best returning series. We
TV
have
series.
TV series. Sorry, we got The Expanse, which is now an
It's on
Amazon
which
show.
I had screener access to, but
Yep.
I haven't watched it yet.
I've seen a couple of season 4.
Wait, what are we doing? Oh, wait, no.
Best returning TV show.
I thought, wait.
Did we,
Okay, never mind.
Did we do this?
No, sorry, I'm tripping.
Star Trek Discovery, Arrow, Game of Thrones, Cloak and Dagger, Mr. Robot, Black Mirror, Stranger Things. We got more. The Orville, Lost in Space, Lucifer, The Flash, Rick and Morty, and Young Justice Outsiders. And the winner, by a pretty good fucking margin, is
This one's surprising.
Netflix Stranger Things.
Yeah, I think every year they've won.
Yeah, because it's a damn good
It's-
show.
Yeah.
Season 3 was actually one of my favorite.
Yeah, but fucking.
It is, but
Mr. Robot,
Mr.
though.
Robot, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
This was a little bit upsetting for me.
I
But
mean,
no, but, yeah,
I kinda
Stranger Things was
understand.
really good though.
we've talked about Mr. Robot and how their numbers were going down.
Yeah.
There was less people watching. Stranger Things, on the other hand, their numbers were going up.
Yeah.
So I see that more people were watching this. As much as we all love Mr. Robot, Stranger Things has a much bigger audience.
I'm not mad at this one at all.
I'm not either.
Love
Yeah,
Stranger
I'm
Things
not
season
either.
3. That might have been
Plus,
almost.
we might be getting a 4th season.
Oh no, they are getting. There's a teaser for the 4th already.
Well, I heard that it ties into Black Widow.
Uh,
Since she's in Russia, or since he goes to
Yeah.
Russia.
Well, you know what's hilarious? So these next two categories is a weak spot in our podcast, and
We gotta improve that.
yeah, we're gonna improve it this year. So these next two categories are they're by comics, right? And I read a lot of comics. However, this year I've read less comics than I normally do. If you notice in the background, there's like a bunch of like stock comics. The ones that are outside of like buying our bags are the ones I haven't read yet. I probably have
A lot.
conservatively 200 comics that I'm like behind on.
Damn.
I mean, I still read comics,
That's
and
a
I
lot
still
of
love
reading.
comics. Yeah, it's a lot of reading. There's some that I'm like up on, other ones that I'm not. I need to catch up, but I need to pull back in like our comic viewers and listeners.
I'd love to. You know, I'm
into the
down.
podcast, so people can understand. But we're not doing it. That's the problem. Is that we're not drawing in. We're not talking about comic books on a weekly basis at all. So I need to like really re-engage our listeners and watchers to like understand that we're also like we read comics.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We'll do more. We can do some next week because
Yeah.
there are a few that we did talk about this past year though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a few, and it's like it's never like the high point of our podcast.
Yeah, it's on the D slot.
Yeah,
Of
and
the
that's I need to change that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about
Next category.
best new comic of 2019, which is like one of our lowest responses. It's not super low, but it's probably one of our lowest. Invisible Woman, Farmhand, Absolute Carnage, Silver Surfer Black, House of X, Powers of X, Justice League Doom War, Bitterroot, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. And the winner is House of X,
Yeah.
which
By-
is Jonathan Hickman by a pretty good margin. Good
Yeah.
margin.
The only thing that I would say on this one, in terms of we split up House of X and Powers of X, but for those
the
of you who
same,
don't know,
yeah.
it's literally the same series, but it's all good.
Yeah, and I get that, but well, that's one of the things. Like, I want to be able to like educate our listeners
On good
to comics, and
Yeah.
like, I think if we would have like really explained House of X, Powers of X, because for me, I mean, listen, I dropped off of Marvel for a long time, and now because of like Marvel, kind of like the resurgence, like I've kind of dropped off of DC.
Yep.
You know, and I'm way behind on DC right now.
Yeah.
I'm super ahead on Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to get back to going to DC, but I need to be able to explain exactly why I'm behind or ahead on certain comics.
Yeah.
You know, and also bring in like, you know, third-party comics like, you know, Image
and all that.
Yeah.
We can do our top 4 or 5. You know what? Let's talk offline and then let's get it part of the cast. We'll put it on the list.
Yeah.
Because I'm down. Blue, what you got next one?
All right, next up we have best comic of 2019.
Oh yeah.
First up we have The Immortal Hulk. Then we have East of West, Doctor Doom. Then what's that one?
Oblivion Song.
Oblivion Song. Batman Beyond. And we have Invisible Woman. We have Bloodborne. We have Batman from DC Universe. We have Fantastic Four. And again, we have House of X. And the winner is... Ooh, this was a close one.
Whoa.
The winner is The Immortal Hulk.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
that.
Thank you. It's also the Will Eisner Award-winning
Mm-hmm.
The Immortal Hulk. So thank you for voting on that one.
And second up was Batman Beyond. It
Yeah,
was
Batman
really
Beyond
close.
was super close.
Yeah.
And what's
close
crazy
one.
because I think the major reason why I didn't know this until like way after I bought the comic is because Batman Beyond, there was like a stand-in as like a woman, and if you had the comic of like the first issue of like Batman Beyond being a woman, it's like worth a bunch of money right now.
So it wasn't Terry, huh?
No.
Wow,
No.
okay.
So Terry, like, he basically like lost his memory, and a female stepped in.
Was it the black girl that like basically his oracle
No, they haven't actually.
said who it was?
I think they said it was like 2 weeks ago. I haven't read it yet. But it wasn't like the usual suspects.
Oh,
So yeah, it's like it's worth a bunch of money. Right
Oh,
now.
speaking of which, sticking with the comics, there's a new character for the Joker. He has a new girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, I haven't-
everyone's talking about it.
I haven't read it yet, but I've heard the buzz. I will say
is
this.
it Harvard Queen?
Yeah.
No.
For Immortal Hulk, that is a true horror comic as well. I mean, it's bloody
Yes,
and
yes.
extremely violent, and you have monsters and all that. So I'm glad that people could handle a bloodier, more horror-centric series.
Well,
That's
it's
fun.
dark. It's super fucking dark.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talked about it for a while.
I love
on
it.
the podcast, and that was like, it's one of the darkest comics to come out of Marvel for a long time.
Yep.
Dude, all
Seriously.
I could hear from the beginning of the year, it was since episode 1, that it was the best comic of the year, like out
Yeah.
the gate. Every person in the industry that I knew of was saying this is the best comic out there.
Oh.
And so I have part of the trade at the house, so I'm going to try to read it soon.
Anybody that was out there that was disappointed with like the direction that the Hulk was going for the past like 5 years, definitely pick up the Immortal Hulk. You will not be disappointed. It has to do with both Bruce Banner's resurrection and Betty. What's her last name? Betty
Ross.
Betty Ross.
Yeah.
I was
She
gonna
has
say
a
that.
trans-
I was like, I'm gonna be hella wrong.
She has a transformation. A bunch of his friends have transformations,
Yep.
and they're all fucking crazy
Yes.
and dank and just dark. It's so fucking dark.
I will also say this too: if you love Immortal Hulk, and you love Marvel, don't sleep on Absolute Carnage. It was another one of those nominees,
Oh yeah.
and it was super bloody. It was one of the darkest ones I've ever read for Spidey in terms of bloodiness and killing and violence.
Well,
It
so
was
for
awesome.
me, it's like it has to do with like Venom. So
Yeah.
I kept saying for like the past like probably 3-4 years now
Yep.
that the Venom comics have been like really good.
Yeah.
And people have just like been slipping on it. But like the Venom comics and Absolute Carnage are like they're hand in hand. Mm-hmm.
And I picked up a couple trades.
yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna read them.
they're so good. But yeah, Absolute Carnage has been like a highlight of last year.
Hell yeah!
All
All right, go ahead.
Next category. Big
This one's fucking
category.
close.
Big category. This is Game of the Year. One that I love so much. So the nominees are Apex Legends,
This is a tie.
Resident Evil 2, the remake, The Division 2, Gears of War 5 or Gears 5, Borderlands 3, Control, Death Stranding, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, Outer Worlds, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And the winner is, on the first time on Beat and BTI, we have a three-way tie.
Oh!
And you can thank your gods right now because
Wow.
if one of these would have won totally, this podcast would not exist anymore.
Yeah, so what is the dream? Say the winners.
I would have shut it down.
Who's the winners?
So the winners are, three-way tie is Resident Evil 2, the remake,
Thankfully.
tied with Monster Hunter Iceborne,
Oh, here we go, Weaves.
tied with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
That came out in November.
Came out in November.
Woo!
But so what would have been a four-way tie is Call of Duty, because the two that were tied the entire time were Call of Duty and Star Wars. Those are the top
Wow.
two. But then for some strange reason, in the end, it's a big surprise, three-way tie.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If Monster Hunter World would have won, I'd be like, listen, I'm going to the audience, and I guess I'm done. I'm an old fuck, and I'm gonna just start working on cars for the rest of my life.
God damn.
'Cause I couldn't handle if Monster Hunter, because like last year there was some bullshit thing that I didn't agree with that won. I was just
one won
like,
last
are
year?
you guys my audience or
No,
what?
I have no
I
idea.
can't remember. It was something that won last year. I was just
Probably
like,
Brie Larson? No?
I think
No,
it was
no.
Brie Larson was one. Yeah,
Yeah, but that wasn't last year, though.
No, it wasn't last year. It was something else.
Are you still talking about games?
It was not even
Just
just
some
games.
other- it's
Yeah,
just some
it was something.
category.
Yeah, it was some
But
category. It was just like, dude, I
you
agree.
can. I'm sorry, but you cannot deny Capcom's highest-selling game over Street Fighter, over your Strider, over Mega Man, over Resident Evil. This outsold Resident Evil, which has been remade almost every generation.
Fuck both those games.
Ah.
I will deny it, old ninja. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, dude.
So that's why it was tied. It was tied with a game that got released literally 2 months before the Golden Egg Pun Awards. So I don't give a fuck. Fuck Monster Hunter.
Actually,
Fuck you,
Monster
Weebos.
Hunter's been out for a while. Iceborne came out in September.
Yeah.
So
Here's what I'll say, too. One of the things I'm really happy about, thank you, audience, Resident Evil 2, I was saying all year long, was my favorite game of the year because X Gonna Give It To You
oh yeah.
was a moment. I will never in my gaming life forget that motherfucker with that trench coat coming in my safe room, swinging fucking like Tyson.
So
he was slinging dick.
Yeah, man.
so it was true. So the best part, we didn't save this. I don't know why, but Prodigy was streaming on Twitch his Leon gameplay. Excuse me. And I was in the chat. So I was there witnessing his first time running into the Tyrant or Mr. X and like hearing him scream like a little girl as he's getting chased by this big ass dude. And then he gets fisted on top of that was like the best like probably one of the best moments on the podcast, even though
yeah.
it was on streaming.
So
all we could have
Are
seen.
you on record right now saying that you enjoyed watching
Project Get Fisted?
Oh.
Yes,
Alright.
I am.
saying.
Twice, no less, because he got fisted by Captain Marvel, too.
What's the next
yeah.
category?
Next category is for you to read.
Best male celebrity. Okay, here we go.
This is an interesting topic for this podcast.
Yeah, best male celebrity 2019: Tom Holland, Henry Cavill, Robert Downey Jr., Adam Driver, Jordan Peele, Keanu Reeves, Dave Chappelle, Joaquin Phoenix, and Yahya Abdul Mateen II. And the winner is, by quite a large margin, it is Mr. Breathtaking Keanu Reeves.
You're breathtaking.
Wow.
Who's here in the Bay right now?
Yes, filming
Actually,
Matrix
you know what's
4.
funny? It's like my friend that works in the city. He's actually working in this building right now.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so I think I'm next up, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. All right. Best female celebrity of 2019. This is going to be a blowout. All right. So it would be Regina King, Brie Larson, Daisy Ridley, Meghan Markle, Lizzo, Ming-Na Wen, Naomi Scott, Maisie Williams, and Scarlett Johansson. And the winner is, by a wide margin, would be Regina King.
Yeah.
She had a great year with that Watchmen.
did.
Yeah, Watchmen she did such a good job. Fucking bravo on that entire series. And it's a shame that it probably won't come back. And it's a shame that people just want to. People got mad that they didn't understand American history.
Yeah,
They really
that
did.
was it.
They just don't like seeing black faces on their small screen.
Yeah, no. It goes kind of beyond that. There was a guy, I forget the guy's name. Fuck, he was just on the Joe Rogan Experience.
So I will say this: I know that a lot of writers were saying that a lot of European Americans didn't like having like this white guilt that they were saying. Like they didn't like feeling guilty about what had happened because they weren't there and they didn't do this. But it's like, dude, these are events that happen in the country, and yes, they are shameful, disgusting, what have you, but this did happen. We're not saying that you, who's like, listening to this podcast and you're happen to be Caucasian or whatever, you didn't do this, but this is what happened this is what both our forefathers endured.
Well, it's
in a way.
the white guilt thing is a little silly. I mean, I understand if you want to feel guilty for it, I guess, but I don't feel guilty for people that lived in Africa that sold my brothers and sisters to Caucasians. I don't feel guilty at all because that was not me. That wasn't who I understand as my forefathers. And if they were, fuck those guys. Like people they have like this really weird misconception that Europeans came to Africa and then they just happened to like enslave everybody. There were
save everybody, no.
yeah, there was the slave trade already there, and people got sold by their own people, and it was fucked up. And I think there's a lot of blame to go around, a lot of blame, and I think like a lot of it doesn't get put towards people that were in Africa that sold their own people into slavery.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Lions share
in the
the
sand.
blame. Though, if you're a colonial power and you're actually instigating the transatlantic slave trade, that is something that is historically true.
Well, it's historically true, but it's also historically true that people sold them into slavery that were Africans.
Sure, there's always going to be was ethnic fighting, there is ethnic selling. I get all that.
I'm not. Hold on. I understand where you're going because you're like, what you're thinking right now. It does. What I'm saying definitely does not let off the hook the Europeans that bought slaves.
There you go. There you
But,
go. I need that out there.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that.
Okay.
But it also is like there's a bunch of people here in America that are just like they believe that Europeans went to Africa and they just like enslaved everybody. But it's like they bought them from people.
Yes, but also colonialism was about truly controlling everything in almost every country.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Europeans did control almost all, if not all, of Africa, besides Wakanda.
But I would have much rather had if the Europeans came over and all Africans like fought them. instead of being like, we got people for trade.
Yeah.
More like I just captured this tribe. I'm gonna sell these people off for money.
Yeah, like I'd rather had all Africa fight the Europeans to like gain freedom instead of like selling our own brothers and sisters to other continents and shit like that. It's fucked up.
All right, enough of the history fucking lesson.
Anyway.
Holy shit.
Next up,
Yeah.
is it my turn?
Yeah.
I think so.
Best movie of 2019.
Ooh, here we go. Here we
go.
go.
This was a good fucking year for movies.
Let's go.
First up, we have John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Parabellum.
Parabellum. Next up, we have Shazam. We have Avengers Endgame. Next up, we have 1917. Next up, we have Dragon Ball Super Broly, which is a fucking great fucking movie.
Was a great movie.
Captain Marvel. Next, we have Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And now we have The Joker. And then finally, we have How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. And the winner is by a huge
Boy, not
fucking
even
margin.
close.
Like nobody was touching this. We have Avengers Endgame with a 46% of the vote.
The highest grossing
Yeah.
movie of all time
time.
won.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
But it didn't win at the Oscars. Interesting.
Didn't even get nominated for more, right?
It got nominated for one and didn't win.
Nobody cares about the Oscars.
God dang. It's funny. So in this category, this stayed number one the entire fucking time.
Yeah. Avengers was huge. This
It's
was
a huge
it.
event.
Well,
I think
this
second
is,
up was Joker.
Well, this is why like this podcast. We're not gonna bullshit you. We will tell you like who won.
Yeah.
We're not gonna like see you the fucking facts, even though obviously some of us, including me, have like people that we wanted to win.
Of course.
And I'll tell you when like I'm being biased,
Yeah.
right? But you all voted on this,
Yes.
and we're not gonna like tell you that this didn't win because of the vote. Like
No.
this is like 100%. This is all voting.
Legit.
Yeah, it's like when Monster Hunter. There was some other fucking show or movie. It was Brie Larson.
Yeah.
When Brie Larson won, I was like, how the fuck did she win?
And this was before Captain Marvel or anything.
Yeah,
and
but-
literally,
Yeah,
me and
this
you,
is-
Kronos, looked at each
that
other like,
Room 102
who the...
shit.
I literally said, and I wasn't kidding around, who is this bitch?
Yeah.
Because I had never heard of her. And you were like, oh, she was in Scott Pilgrim. I was like, what? Who?
Yeah,
She wasn't Knives.
Yeah.
And she wasn't Ramona.
Exactly.
I was like, who?
Yeah,
was-
Naz
she's-
and Ramona
she's-
were like, those are my chicks.
Yeah.
In that show.
She was in 21 Jump Street. Fuck.
Nope. Whomstead.
Yeah.
Like, for real, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Brie Larson, she could be a cool ass person. I have no idea.
We don't know.
But as far as like acting skills go, like, she's not the best. I'm not the best.
You're not getting paid millions of dollars to act.
I am not. I mean, just in case, I'll put that out there in case you want to come on the podcast. Just like, I can't act either. I'm just saying, like, she wasn't my choice as like the best actress of the year. Like, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I know I've said this a billion times. If Stitch is listening or in the chat or whatever,
He probably is.
he knows. Did nobody, and I mean nobody, not even her mama, watch Room in the theater?
This
Did nobody
motherfucker.
see that in the theater?
but-
You can't talk about the flop that was Birds of Prey
Yes, you
and
can.
not understand that it did double what Room made in its entire theatrical run.
So, just because it didn't make as much money didn't mean she didn't act her
Fuck
ass
that.
off.
We all
And
clowned
she-
Birds of Prey at the beginning of this cast because it didn't make no money.
Hold the fuck on, old ninja. Did you watch The Room?
No.
No, I didn't watch
Nobody watched that shit.
Nobody watched that shit. No, not a single person in this room watched that. movie.
On this it literally made, I think, before it got nominated for an Oscar, it was like 4 million or something. It was unheard of. It didn't have like but 3 screenings. Anyway, sorry.
So
we
did
going
Gal
on
get
and on.
nominated? I'm just asking. I'm asking for Stitch.
More people saw Wonder Woman than saw
Did
Room.
Gal get
Fuck,
nominated?
she did for
No.
Fast and the Furious. Yeah.
No,
All
she
right.
did. Get the fuck out of here.
Who's doing this one? Dankus? Is that you?
No, I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
you. I just read the
that,
best
oh,
movie.
that's you.
Okay. Dankus moment of 2019. Ooh, I love this. Area 51. So-called raid. Cthulhu's Prodigy
the best year.
losing to Captain Marvel.
He tried.
Chick. I said the word. What?
No,
can't
keep
read-
going.
I can't
keep
read
going.
nominees?
Just keep going.
Chick-fil-A and Popeyes versus Chicken. Disneyland family video fight. Video games causing mass shootings. The Purge of the Bay Area. Bay Area edition. What is this next one? Sony and Marvel Studios fighting over Spidey. Drunk Tom Holland, Saving Spidey. Ooh, and the winner is... Oh, no, we got more.
There's more than that. But
Jeffrey Epstein, Suicide. What's this Tesla? What
The
is
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck.
What the fuck was... Oh, the truck!
Yeah, it's it
Okay.
was called the Cybertruck.
I forgot. Donald Trump's impeachment and the FBI and media warn of violence due to Joker film, and nothing happening. And the winner is... Prodigy, losing to Captain Marvel, has won a dankest moment of the year. You're welcome. You're welcome, America. Fuck everybody for seeing that movie.
Damn.
And
So Prodigy is now called
The
Trump.
Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's,
Trump.
He's Donald Trump right now.
Yeah.
He's turning them L's into a win.
yeah, fuck that.
Oh, damn.
Fuck that movie. But
Thank you
I
for those who
appreciate
voted
you.
for
Appreciate
realizing
you.
that
That was a dank moment.
Cthulhu's Prodigy is now the Oathbreaker,
So
and forever will that be because you're a poor sport.
I'm just
We're losing.
rewinding tape here real quick. So I looked up to see how much money The Room made, the movie that Brie Larson was in.
Yes, go ahead. Drum roll.
Their budget was $13 million.
Yes.
The box office income was only $36 million,
Yeah.
and that's even after she got fucking
Oscar-
Golden
Oscar
Oscar or
nomination.
Golden Eggplant or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
What? That's
Nobody saw this fucking movie. That's why I hate when it keeps getting brought up like you won an Oscar. Nobody saw the movie. Fuck that. Anyway.
So what if
Let's
nobody
see.
saw?
that's
Most of
global.
the-
That's
if
most
no-
of the-
No,
most of the movies-
the so what is, why the fuck do you keep bringing it up?
'Cause
Like
she
it's an
won.
accomplishment if you ain't seen it.
She won.
You still ain't
for
seen the movie.
accomplishment.
Fuck
She
your
won
count.
for an accomplishment.
No, hold on.
Most of them. Did y'all see the Oscars on Sunday?
I want you to hear your argument.
So who saw the Oscars on Sunday?
I saw some of it.
I
So
want
did-
I want you to explain.
Did anyone watch the movie that won?
Stop. I want you to explain how The Room was so good.
I told you I haven't seen it.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
That's the
But
point.
And we've said that for the last 3-4 years now?
Yeah,
so wait,
yeah.
so who has seen the Parasite, the movie that won
Hold on,
Best
wait,
Picture?
I
God
haven't seen
damn
it
it.
either.
Nobody on this cast ever has said Parasite is one of the greatest movies. It won an Oscar, and I'm sucking its dick.
I am going to watch Parasite. However, I am not going to watch The Room. However, explain to me how The Room is a great movie.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Dude, okay, so it at its peak, it only premiered in 168 fucking theaters.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what's crazy is that we had screener access to Parasite
Oh,
way before it came out in America,
damn.
and I slept on it.
That's all good. We didn't know.
Well, no, I knew like a couple months later because my boy Bunny Man
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, you watch Parasite yet?" And I was like, "It was
he
in my
knew.
screener shit, but I didn't watch it." He was like, "Dude, it's so good."
He had the Korean hookup knowledge
man.
for you.
And he's a director. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen Parasite, so there you go.
So what did you think?
It was a fucked up movie.
Okay, hold on. Wait, can I ask one quick
Was it
question?
better than Room?
Yeah, I would
No,
know.
'cause you didn't fucking watch it.
Ah! Question
You
for
ain't
you
seen
though.
shit.
Here's the thing that I'm curious about Parasite because again it did win. I give it props. Is it a drama, comedy, horror? What genre does it fucking belong in? Nobody fucking says.
It's like the best way I can describe it is a drama thriller, I guess. That's
Wow,
the closest
okay.
I can get to.
All right.
Because I thought it was going to be horror, but it's not.
It sounds like it'll be a horror.
Yeah, it sounds like it should be, but it's
I
not.
think of the anime that was great. Parasite.
wasn't-
Remember that
yeah.
one?
Oh, that was great.
Oh, the guy
Yeah.
with the hand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a drama film, but there's some dank moments in it. Like it goes on a downward spiral real fast.
Okay.
So, but it's like a psychological kind of thriller, but it's also a drama.
Good shit.
So there you go. That's the best I can describe it.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
I know.
It is different.
I know a
It is
lot of
different.
people are a little upset that it won so many Oscars. Or
It won
whatever the fuck
almost all
happened.
of them.
Yeah, I guess people were like, "Oh yeah."
They are upset because they are stupid ass Americans.
Well, they're probably most of them are racist because they're saying like, "Oh, One Day in Hollywood should have won because of such and such actors were in
so
there."
once upon a time in Hollywood was okay, but it's not one of Tarantino's best films. I'm sorry. I mean,
No,
it's all right, but
You know what? I mean, I've been pretty fair with like obviously we're all Americans on this podcast, and I've been pretty fair with like American racism. And this like latest, I've been like seeing racism more and more as I get older, and like
Yep.
this new the coronavirus
Oh yeah.
is like super steeped in like racist nonsense.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, do people not even realize it anymore? Like how racist they're being?
They don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah, I'm like,
If Donald Trump doesn't care, why should they?
well, this I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna break it down. More people die from the American version of the flu
Influenza, yep.
than the coronavirus.
Yes.
Or SARS, or the bird flu, or whatever other kind of fucking Asian virus that you want to like just slap on Asia.
Yep.
Like I'm surprised that China hasn't slapped
The U.S. and Canada.
the U.S. with like traveling sanctions. Like seriously, people listen to this podcast. Tens of thousands of people in America die every year from the flu.
Every year.
Tens of thousands every year, and that's just acceptable. Millions of people contract the normal influenza every fucking year, and nobody gives a shit. All of a sudden, somebody says coronavirus, you're all like, "Oh my god, I never heard of that," and oh, it's from China. Oh, they're fucking Chinese, and they think that it's like the worst thing ever.
And the media is very
Sensationalizing it.
responsible for some of that sensationalism, and obviously some of the racism is ugly, and it doesn't belong anywhere. I'm also going to say this too, going back to your influenza stuff. It's not all people in their 90s, like the super senior citizens, and it's not all infants as well dying of that. But I think it's good to put that in perspective in terms of influenza killing way more people, heart disease, obesity, diabetes. A lot of things are killers.
Guns.
Vehicles, vehicular homicide. A lot of
Suicide is up there in America as well.
absolutely. We got a lot of problems. So it's weird that we are so susceptible to news stories and our media putting people in a panic.
I mean, to me, honestly, it just, and I'm not like the guy. I'm like probably like I said, least likely. But for me to say something's racist, it's got
Gotta be overt.
it's got to be a super fucking extreme.
Yeah.
And for me, at least, when I'm seeing all these stories about the coronavirus, it's down to like it's basically fear of the yellow man.
Yeah, and there are, you know how much I love fucking memes. There are racist ass memes out there.
Oh yeah,
racist,
they're,
dude.
And
they're
it-
all racist.
So racist.
And people are people, man. You know what I mean? Like,
And the thing is that people are dying, not at a fucking extremely high rate, but there are still people, not just Americans, but just people.
Humans.
And I think that's the problem that most fucking people in America that they don't understand is that we're all humans. And that a Chinese person dying from a fucking disease is the same thing as Caucasian American dying of a disease. Like, that is still human value.
what it reminds me of, though, and I hate to go.
Yeah,
I know we're
you've
doing
been
a
watching too much Picard, Cronish.
No,
I
it's
know
not
we're
even that. It's Andrew Yang. Is actually.
I know we're going down the history stuff, but it kind of reminds me. Do you remember when we were all super young around the what was that kid's name? Ryan White AIDS time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, especially for young folks, it was really okay to be blatantly homophobic.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
get fucking hits from a toilet seat.
Yeah, I mean, go back to when Magic Johnson announced that he had HIV and whatnot, but it was like, let's discriminate on fellow Americans,
Yeah.
even, in a terrible way against anybody who was gay. You know what I mean? Which was very socially acceptable at the time. This kind of reminds me of that, only in a racist way. Of, oh, your country of origin happens to be China, well, then you must have this terrible new disease. Just treat people nice.
And I totally agree. I mean, listen, if anything that we just said makes you uncomfortable, and just stop listening to the podcast. I mean, I don't want you as a listener.
Yeah.
And I think you need to understand, if you made it this far, if I said don't listen to us and you hung up, good. But if you're like hanging
fuck
in
this
there,
thing,
like,
my headphones off.
where's this going? Like,
Yeah,
it's
fuck
like, listen, we're all human beings,
Yeah.
and people contract diseases, and there are things out there that you can survive from, no matter what, or you can survive from or contract, no matter what your ethnicity is.
And the media's not really talking about the survival rate of this. They're just talking
And
about
that-
like, oh, 100 people died today. And
It's like
And they're not even in the States, though. They're from other countries.
no, the mortality rate is like 2% or below, which is like incredibly low. But it's the fear of the yellow man.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I mean,
So-
God damn it, I need fucking Bunny Man on this goddamn podcast.
Yeah,
Well,
we're gonna go from Jim Crow laws to Wu-Tang laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll also say this too. look, stupid Americans, and I am an American.
Stupid American.
No, yeah. I
But
get it,
understand this: not everybody from China eats bat soup either. Like
Yeah.
there's been some crazy racial stereotypes out there too. Like everybody's eating bat. It was like when we were kids and we watched the Indiana Jones and racist
Monkey
people
brain.
thought that everybody in India ate monkey brains.
Oh,
Well,
shit. That was
that's-
awesome.
The crazy one that I saw was that there was a, I guess
Simpson
somebody.
episode.
No. Somebody like a couple of days ago from China. Well, they said they were from China. They had a packet of
Oh, the dead birds?
dead birds that were for like cat food,
Mm-hmm.
and like I guess they confiscated the cat food. And people were like all up in arms, like what the fuck? I was like, so first of all, it's a bag of like dead birds,
Okay.
and they were dehydrated. What do you think your animals eat?
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, do you think? I mean, it might not be birds, but it's definitely an animal.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a cat or a dog. If you don't feed your cat or a dog like some kind of animal protein, they'll die.
Yeah.
They'll die like suffering like for sure. Second of all, the bag that they showed on like the screen, it wasn't even Chinese. It was Japanese.
They don't know the difference.
They don't know the difference. This is how dumb racists are. Like, they don't understand the differences between like the shit that they're racist about. They're just like, oh well, they're just Asian, and it's like there's different kinds of Asians. Like,
They believe in Chinese teriyaki sauce.
yeah, it's like-
Hibachi sauce.
and I understand that. Listen, you might not be able to like visually understand the differences between like different sorts of Asians. I understand. I before I went to Africa, I couldn't tell the difference between like a Ethiopian or a Kenyan. I mean, I can generally now. I can at least tell you they're African. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like they're still people.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, Dirty Stu. I can't tell the difference between a Scotsman or
An
someone
Australian
who's
Englishman?
Scottish and English. You know what I mean?
But we're also
or French.
But
you know?
we're not racist about it.
No, you know what I mean?
That's
That's-
the thing. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
It's
not
annoying.
racist about
This is
it.
why.
Yeah.
This is why I like about Dirty Stu because he's our most famous, one of our most famous listeners, is because he genuinely asks.
Oh yeah. He's like,
Question.
what is this weird American shit? Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
and
Yeah.
but then we ask him what like the whole thing about soul food because you didn't know what it was.
No.
and I get it. How's he gonna have soul food where he's at? But then
Are you eating fucking babies?
I think someone
Well,
did,
hold on.
Eat redheads?
I tell Dirty Stu, soul food is when we take the whole deal from Edward Elric and we literally give a part of our souls.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we make food out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
There's a blood sacrifice.
but I made the distinction because someone didn't know that biscuits in where he's at is totally different
Crackers
than
and
what
shit.
we think here in the States.
Yeah.
And I asked him to show an example, and he did, and it worked out because it opened up people's minds. They were like, "Oh, this is what he's talking about. Yeah, dude, this is what they do out there. This is what they consider a biscuit."
I'm old enough to remember when people used to talk all kind of shit about folks for eating sushi. It was seen as
Hell
too exotic.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Are
yeah.
you eat raw fish? What's wrong with you? That's weird. That's nasty.
You why don't you eat raw chicken?
Meanwhile, sushi is the greatest thing ever.
Fuck yeah.
Actually, California rolls, you fucking savage.
Well, California
Shut your
rolls
fucking
is-
mouth,
it's-
trash.
First of all, it's not raw fish.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
So,
Know your role.
It's not even
So-
crab sometimes.
Should
Fucking
we move
rockfish
on
is-
to
Goddamn,
next,
yeah, go
next
ahead.
category?
let's just
Before you-
ignore what Corey just said.
Before you switch
Oh,
gears,
oh,
real quick,
Ah, fumble.
Yeah, fuck him.
Kind of
Fuck
jump back
that
onto
dude.
the coronavirus. There was another, just real quick. There was another Simpson predicted a future thing that happened with this.
yeah.
So apparently, like, there's a scene where Homer orders some like a juicer from Japan or from China. Or no, he ordered from Japan, and like I guess the person who puts it in the packaging is sick with the flu or something like that, and like
Sneezed in
he
it?
sneezes into it, and it like comes here to America, and he opens it, and all of a sudden there's like red dots are flying over, and he's like, he gets sick. And it's called the Mount Fuji flu or something like that.
Oh.
But they're
Remember that
saying like
episode.
the Simpsons called another future thing or whatever. But yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, just,
So,
Back to the awards.
just
yeah, back to the
stop
board.
being racist when
Yeah.
people are dying.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Especially, I mean, come on, man.
So this one is us-centric. The best Be the BTI episode of 2019.
Okay.
So we have episode 196, Be Danker. Episode 199, It's Hot and Hell is
These are
Cold.
good.
Episode 204, I Ran My Mouth, Damn It. And episode 232, Lava is Hot.
Oh.
And the winner is
By a wide margin.
It's episode 204. I ran my mouth. Damn it! This coincides with the previous award,
I forgot about
which goes inside. This is the episode where Prodigy becomes an Oathbreaker, had to concede that he lost and didn't want to concede. So thank you, Internet, for recognizing that Cthulhu's Prodigy was a piece of shit about losing his bet because he ran his mouth.
So let's be fair. There have been 2 people on this podcast that have pulled hard L's.
Oh, yes.
I would say all.
No,
I haven't pulled a
hard.
Hard L's.
Hard L's.
You
okay.
pulled a hard L. All right.
And Stitch.
And so did Stitch.
Stitch.
Oh, yeah,
hard
Stitch.
L.
Stitch pulled the hardest L.
I don't know.
Well, he dressed.
I
well,
went
He
up
had,
the
he
king.
had to dress up on
The
the
thing
podcast.
about Stitch is he honored.
Yeah, he honored.
He
his
took
shit.
versus this guy.
Well, that's why I'm saying he didn't take.
He lost.
bullshitted.
Yeah, he danced. He Michael Jackson's his way out of his little
He out of there.
out of his just desserts. So that's why he has that stigma, that stank on him.
But our listeners are like the Lannisters. They don't fucking forget.
Oh,
They are
don't
evil.
forget.
Yeah.
that's why last episode was them damn receipts, because they come for your ass. You seem to forget that Twitter records what you put out there.
God
It doesn't just
damn.
put out there and goes away. It comes
gotta
back
get-
for your ass.
I gotta delete them
And
tweets.
our listeners did that shit, pulled that shit up, dates, timestamps, all of that
That
was
was
on
inclination. Fuck that.
there.
Oh, you hate it.
Damn.
He voted. Shit, over 50 times. I mean,
Yeah, no,
One,
he did
I'm
not.
sorry,
Just
one
him,
specific
right?
person?
Yeah, yeah, no, nope.
Like the number of people who responded to these posts, like some of them are a little bit lower, but this one, everybody who voted for this
God
this
damn.
category.
Yes.
And landslide. I love it, though.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
the attention.
take that's like 3 L's.
I like it, though.
All right, so now we into the category we started last year, the Rotten Eggplant Award.
Yes.
So who's gonna Cronus, kick us
Yeah, we
off?
got-
The first Rotten Eggplant Award.
the Rotten Eggplant Awards has to do. Well, this was a genre. Or game.
Yeah,
Yeah, for game.
Christ.
You've
right.
been drinking too much.
I've been drinking
All week.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
yeah.
It's all
Go
good.
ahead.
So, Rotten Eggplant Award for a game.
Ooh.
And first up is Anthem.
Mm.
Then Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Days Gone, Crackdown 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3. And the winner is, for some reason, but I get it, is Anthem.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get
you know,
that.
I get that.
I get that, but you know what I don't get? Well, actually, what I don't get, but I get at the same
Why
time,
is it what's the winner?
is the fact that Crackdown 3 did not win because nobody fucking played the game.
Yeah.
That's probably why. It's so
Anthem,
low.
Yeah,
act-
probably
Anthem actually sold pretty well
It
because
did. It did.
people were told this is the Iron Man game you never got.
Or this was the project
Yeah.
after Mass Effect that everyone wanted to see.
And it was good at first. I was a Anthem
Yeah,
player.
but
Go ahead.
When you get to the end, that's where everything fell apart.
And the thing is that recently, actually today, this morning, I read that they are not done with the game.
Oh yeah, that's been announced.
they-
So literally, that's been announced back in September, and they're talking about they're going to release this year Anthem 2.0,
Yeah.
which is going to revamp the game. People have made videos of what it could be or what it could possibly be. I'm gonna wait as long as this 2.0 is free, as it should be, because y'all fucked everybody over. I'm gonna wait and see.
Okay, so let me give some validity to what Ninja's saying. All right, so people that are just like, fuck Anthem, blah, 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 blah. I totally get it. I want Anthem to be the shit. It wasn't the shit. The game was fucked up. It was good for like a couple of hours, and then it was bullshit. However, look at No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was bullshit from the get-go, and they are literally adding in more and more content, and the game is playable now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's way different now.
But
Yeah.
you still have to say the big caveat is they had lawsuits
Oh, yeah.
about fraud. Like we can't ignore that part.
Wait, who, BioWare or Hello Games?
No, I'm talking about Hello Games.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
can see that.
we can't look over that.
No, even with that, I mean, just saying, they can still fix their game.
Yes, they can,
They still
and
fix it.
Hello Games proved that.
And I haven't played in a long time. I haven't played either game in a long time.
Oh,
Right.
dude, No Man's Sky added even more shit.
If you look behind the dishwasher, the washing machine, No Man's Sky is like back behind there, scratched up.
Somewhere.
God
I'm
dang,
just saying, it's there somewhere.
some Windex.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
All right, next up, man, the Golden Eggplant's got a really good response compared
Rotten
to all
Egg.
the things. Yeah,
Yeah.
Golden Rotten Eggplant. So next up, we have Rotten Eggplant Award for movie TV show. First up, we have Daybreaker. Then we have Charlie's Angels. They have Raising Dion, Cats, Gemini Man, Dark Phoenix, Man in Black International, Hellboy, and Batwoman on the CW series. And the winner loser is Cats.
Damn.
As much as the Oathbreaker wanted Batwoman to be
I wanted that on that
super
fucking
anime,
list.
yeah, but
I don't know why you put all of that on me. Look, I don't watch the show, but it's not just me who thinks that show looks like trash.
Yeah,
Try-
but
Wait, what show?
Batwoman.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you know what's crazy about like this particular? Actually, it's telling of like a lot of Rotten Eggplant Awards is that people actually viewed these things.
Oh, yeah.
That are like terrible. Well, if you look at like other like Golden Eggplant Award winners, the ones that lost is like I understand like why they lost, but in this one it's like people had to like pay money and to make them angry.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
it's like it's really interesting to me.
Just like Birds of Prey is going on there this year.
oh god damn.
Definitely, 100%.
All right, what you got?
Gotta start the list early.
So the closeout, the final award of the evening.
This is about the biggest blowout.
Yeah, this is the Rotten Eggplant Award for Person of the Year. Rotten Person of the Year.
Holy shit.
The nominees are Donald Trump, Juicy Smouye, aka Jussie Smollett, Cthulhu's Prodigy, formerly known as Cthulhu's Prodigy, the Oathbreaker, Jeffrey Epstein, and Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, wait, Elizabeth Banks was the one who did
She's
Charlie's
director
Angel, right?
Charlie's
okay,
Angels,
got it.
but then I guess had some social justice warrior stuff. And the winner loser is, without a doubt, Donald Trump.
I didn't lose to Trump.
No.
That's interesting.
So
man.
what is hilarious to me is that you were tied with Trump for the longest fucking
I
time.
love it.
For a long time you were tied, and then all of a sudden,
you got blown out.
but then you got blown out.
God damn, yeah.
And then your girl Elizabeth Banks has the least amount of votes.
Yeah,
The
you
least.
know what? That's funny because didn't nobody give a fuck about her movie? She said some sexist shit, even though she's a woman. You know, blaming men for the fact that her movie fucking flopped. But yeah, people didn't give her that smoke.
You know what's funny? Last year, or for last year's Golden Eggplant, Trump was on the list, and
Twice.
he came in second place. He lost to R. Kelly.
Oh, last year,
yeah.
For him to finally get his Golden Eggplant. You know,
Was that the last one?
Yeah, it was the last
Yeah,
one.
it was the last one. So I'm going through the. So we had like a how we can improve,
Okay.
and
rate
every year
this.
we get like interesting answers. And this one is like
there's a good number of them.
Yeah, there was a lot, and most of them are just like keep doing what we're doing, which is those. Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Definitely appreciate it. But how we can improve is also
So one of them I'm going to point
important.
out.
Yeah, there's the couple. I'm gonna
There,
point
the
out.
one that I'm going to point out is something Kronos already talked about. Is talk more about. I don't know who the commenter is because I didn't put it to where we recorded who left the comment.
No,
But the comment was talk more about comments. Maybe pick
Comics.
Comics. Sorry. Maybe pick of the week style for all the members of the cast to read comics
Yes.
by like to each, which is definitely doable.
Absolutely.
Definitely
But
doable.
we
we're
will
gonna do it.
we'll
Yeah.
do something.
I can do that next week.
Yeah, we're gonna do something with comics. We're gonna step up our comic game for sure.
So, one of the ones that usually I wouldn't point this one out. However, I will point it out only because right now I've been drinking,
Oh shit!
and I would like to see this happen because of recent shit that happened in my life.
Porsmo Luge?
No. Somebody asked us for more guests, which I totally agree with.
Absolutely.
If you've been listening to this podcast for a long time, and you know that we used to have like a lot of guests on.
We'll do it
And
again.
if you notice, like the past year and a half, we haven't had any guest on. It's because we haven't had the Infinity Base done. It's very close. I was literally working on it today before I went to SR Beer Week. I was getting the texturing on the ceiling done.
Nice.
So it's coming. This year, we're gonna have more guests on.
Absolutely.
And more content. All right. And then also, they asked that input from women of color, and a woman on the discussion panel.
So
Which
is that for our con
Comic-Con?
appearances or
I don't know.
or is that on the podcast?
Well, I will.
We can have guests. We've had guests.
Yeah, we can have guests, And input for women of color, I'm fine with that. If the person that wrote this, I'm pretty sure you know who you are. I can't tell who you are because it doesn't tell me any information. If you have input that you would like to hear on the podcast, and you're a cool person,
Yeah.
we can have you on the podcast if you would like.
Yeah.
All right, but it has to go through a vetting process.
Yeah, I was gonna say vetting is important. We don't just let anybody on here. We will cut your motherfucking mic if things are not going the way we like it to go.
Let me validate what Prodigy just said, kind of brashly, right? Because we've had people on the podcast, not a woman. All right.
No.
Actually, no. We had a woman on the podcast that was actually really bad.
Yes, we did.
And we
we
edited
did.
that podcast.
We
heavily.
did.
A celebrity.
Yep,
I'm
I
not
remember
gonna say
that
who
one.
it was.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
And I spent a lot of time editing this podcast.
Yep.
That person is not you, because I don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh, that was-
Right. But we had a guy on here before as well.
Yep.
Where I had to cut a whole fucking section
Yeah.
out of the podcast because they were not interesting.
Nope.
They didn't have anything. They didn't have like interesting shit to say, and they got high before the podcast. So, if you have somebody that either you want to suggest having the podcast, or B, you yourself think that you are a good podcast guest, we would consider doing that
After
once
vetting.
we're done with the Infinity Base.
Yeah, and vetting.
Yeah, and vetting. We will have it on the podcast.
Because you could have some weird clown voice that we don't want to fucking hear.
Yeah, we're definitely. Hi guys. Yeah, we
my
are
God.
not anti-woman or anti-anything on this podcast. Well, except for like some certain bullshit.
Anti-Kathy Yan, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh my God.
Fuck that bitch.
No, you can't even say. You can't even say that because maybe
She may
she's
come in the
cool.
cast. She
Like,
might want
but
to
you
come.
don't
She
know.
might hear this and be like, "Hey, I want to talk to these guys."
Yeah.
We're like, "Oh, well, we
I'm just saying.
can't have the oath breaker on that one."
The person that might have wrote this might have been like a recent listener
Sure.
because we don't have like a lot of. We haven't had any guests on.
No,
lately.
it's been a
Not
minute, but we'll
last
get back
year.
on it.
But you need to be interesting. And if you think that you're interesting enough, and I'm not saying that you need to like prove yourself to us, but if you think that you have some cool shit to say, I'll put it that way. Like definitely like message us and then like let us know.
We're gonna vet.
Yeah, and because we've had like a couple times where it's been disastrous.
You can't bring us. You can't bring the show down. Like
yeah.
if you're gonna bring the show down, then you gonna get that hook from the Apollo.
Yeah.
Will come out for your ass.
If you're
Yeah.
falling asleep while you're talking to us,
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that
I
was
forgot about
one
that
too.
shit. That was all bad.
Anyway,
I blame
can
you.
Can I bring the podcast back up a little
There we
bit?
go. Yeah, bring it
All
up.
right. Clay the bartender, his birthday was this week.
All
There
right.
we go.
Clay, happy birthday.
What bar?
Happy
What
birthday.
bar, man?
Oh, we should go to his
oh, you
bar.
haven't been there, huh?
I haven't been
Which
there.
bar? Which bar?
Yeah, he
Shit.
shut it.
It's,
Shoot it up.
here's how.
We should go there
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow.
it's right
Yeah.
here. How? Here's how.
Here's
In
how.
Oakland.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe actually, you know what? I might stop by there
Tomorrow or Friday.
I'm gonna message him on Instagram and then see if he's working tomorrow. For
All
sure.
right.
I'll stop by.
Another input someone said, which we're probably going to do once the base is done, is bring back React videos.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, of
we're
course,
definitely
of
bringing it
course.
back.
So we're gonna do a shit ton.
Hold on. The fact that we don't have React videos are like limiting our exposure to like the entire internet.
Yep.
Like when we were doing React videos, every week we had growth. Every fucking week.
Brazil
Yeah.
and South
Japan,
Korea and Japan.
Korea,
we miss you. We're doing it again. Give us a few, just maybe a month or two. I think we're almost at it.
Almost there.
But let's do this. Were there any other high level ones or
Well, there was
No.
one on here that's
last
like,
one? Go ahead.
This one, it'll be super time consuming to try to do, but doing highlight
timestamps?
clips
Yeah.
and timestamps on YouTube. I mean, it's something that can be done. It's just, man, that's
It takes
You know
work.
what? For us,
because you literally have to upload it and then go back and see where every topic takes place.
we'll take it as
Timestamp
feedback though, and
Yeah.
if there's a very special, because Kronos has done this for like some rant groupings together, I think a couple years back.
Yeah.
If it's something very special and specific that is on topic and of value,
Yeah.
I think it can be a possibility.
Well, hold on. Let me give it to you in like actual value. If we get a lot of listeners and viewers,
Yep.
and I can quit my job, 100%.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I second that
100%.
notion.
Like I will if I can quit my job just to do fucking timestamps, I'll do it.
Hell yeah.
But unless you're gonna pay me Let's see.
A lot of money.
What did I make it last year? It's well into 6 figures.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to pay me like, well, I have to get when I say me, I mean we.
Yeah.
And like all of us together, we'd all have to make like more than 6 figures.
Yeah, it'd have to be
To do that.
some serious money.
And yeah, if it was just me, it wouldn't be a problem. Because like one person getting 6 figures through like YouTube and podcasts, it's not that hard. But when you have to save 5 people,
yeah.
that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So I think that's like what most listeners and viewers don't understand is that we all work like normal jobs.
Yeah.
And if we had like a lot more like viewers and listeners, then yeah, we could all fucking quit our jobs.
Yeah. It's not
So this is on you now. All right, the person that wrote this, tell all your friends about this
friends, tell
podcast
your
and
mom,
make
your
them
family
listen
members.
and watch, and then we'll be good to go.
And a big thank you, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
You know, we appreciate the feedback, though.
Yeah, we do, really do.
All right, let's let that one be the last one. Let's
Yeah,
take it on
that was
out.
the
Let's
last
take it out because we could go till midnight plus on this motherfucker, and it's still SF Beer Week. There's more drinking to do tomorrow.
It is.
Old Ninja, what you got populating this week?
So this week is still SF Beer Week, so I'm gonna try to come out tomorrow, which will probably be my last day for Beer Week.
Are you
but
now?
yeah, I'm trying to come out
Okay.
tomorrow for sure.
That might be 3 of
I
us.
might, yeah, it'll most likely be 3 of us, but I might be a little later.
So you're gonna be in SF tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
definitely
so-
be in SF proper.
so we'll figure.
when is your free time?
well,
Let me circle back with you.
Yeah.
I think
We'll figure
yeah,
out the
I'll circle
logistics later, but I'll be linking up with y'all sometime tomorrow. I got to get in some weeb hunting for sure.
back. Yeah.
No, you don't.
The event,
Golden Eggplant Award-winning weed hunting.
yeah,
We
that's
lost one. They're
true.
going Lake Plot Award too.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
true. So there's an event for Weeb Hunter that ends tomorrow. I think early tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get it in tonight. Also, Modern Warfare updated with their season 2.
No, you can just kill yourself and that will end right now.
Damn.
All of those events would end right now. I'm just saying.
But still, I'm planning on doing that, catching up on some of these TV shows, but definitely going to be enjoying some SFB week this weekend. And it's my niece's birthday, so I might be in Sacramento this weekend sometime.
Alright.
Kronos, what you got?
Well, that's a free week, obviously. I'm gonna continue to have fun. You know what's weird is like I had like one of the best conversations ever with an Uber driver
Nice.
today. It was a guy from the country north of Djibouti and Somalia,
Eritrea.
Eritrea, yeah, Eritrea. And like when he said, like I asked him where he's from, he's like I'm from Eritrea, and I knew where it was.
Nice.
And he was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Yeah, we bullshitted for like a long time, like on the
Nice.
way to like the beer spot." And I was like, "Dude, I wish I could just tell him like, dude, let's just have a beer together."
Yeah,
And
man.
I will record the I'll record our conversation because we had a really good conversation.
While he's not drinking, or while he's not driving.
Yeah, when I was not driving. Yeah. I was just inviting him out to drink. I was like, dude, just stop driving for like a couple hours and
Yeah.
like hang out and like tell me your story because he had like a really good story, and that's like a lot like Uber when you go Uber Black.
You never go back.
Yeah,
Damn it.
you never go back. But you have
You burping like Rick Sanchez.
yeah. we have like I mean,
Whomshadid?
what the fuck's your name?
Damn.
Oh, Ninja.
Yeah. He had
hung
to
out.
literally think about it. He was
Oh,
there for a
man.
minute.
No. I mean, like we hung out and we like you saw like the way that I do like every week.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah,
So-
and it's been like it's so much fun. Like you meet interesting people, and like part of that journey is like meeting like immigrants to America.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like listening to like their stories and shit like that, and like to me that's like so much fun. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna cut it shorter than I wanted to, but I'll be back out there tomorrow and Friday. And tomorrow I was supposed to hang out with like a cop, but I think he's gonna bow out.
Okay.
So I think I have tomorrow mostly free, but I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna get Plenty the Younger at the bistro in Hayward tomorrow.
Sneaky. I love it.
Yeah.
Blue, what you got? You booty all right now?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, damn.
It's all closed up again.
Oh, damn.
I'm no longer our booty version, but yeah. Yeah. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, the Sweetest and I got a new dog.
Nice. What's the name?
So it's
Xochi.
Sochi. Yeah. So it's Austin. It's Aztecian. No, it's Aztec for flower.
Nice.
So it got a little bit of a little Mexican feel to it, but yeah, she's a great little dog. You know, we rescued her from the Humane Society. Super affectionate, and she's getting along with our other dog Charlie, which is really nice. But yeah, other than that, trying to break her in, making sure she's like comfortable at the house. I'm really gonna try to see if I can come out tomorrow because
Very
I
nice.
have a meeting in the morning. Then after that, I might just kind of be MIA.
What time is your
At work.
meeting done?
10:30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so-
we got time, bro.
So I'm gonna be down in Fremont. So probably after that, or in Newark. After that, I'll probably head home and just call it a day.
So I actually might. There's an event in Cork and Barrel tomorrow, which I wasn't gonna go to because the guy I was gonna hang out with, we're supposed to go to like Redwood City and then San Francisco.
Yeah.
But he's bowing out because he has to work
Yeah.
late tonight. So,
Gotcha.
but it's fine. But we'll hang out tomorrow.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll
Let
take
me
my
know when
time
you're
and see how
done.
things
Yeah.
go.
So I'll probably do jiu-jitsu and then we'll hang out.
All right.
That's
And
fine.
so have that up. Friday is Valentine's Day, so I'm trying to.
Wait, what'd you say?
Friday is Valentine's Day.
Okay. I was making sure you didn't say Valentine's Day.
Oh, I probably
just-
did.
I'm just saying, don't do that. This guy definitely don't do that.
Valentine Day. V-Day.
Not Valentine's
V-Day.
Day.
Anyway, so yeah, Sweetness and I don't have anything planned, but we're gonna hang out and do something nice. Next week though, I'm actually starting some training. So my work is actually paying for me to get this new it's a UK version of the PMP, which is called
nice.
the Prince 2. So I'm doing training for that next week. I've kind of got some paperwork and stuff I need to read this week, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, just chilling, drinking,
Smoking.
Yeah.
hopefully.
It sounds like we're all gonna be drinking tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come out.
Oh, for sure. For me, I got to give one big shout out to that stripper who fell 15
Oh
feet,
shit!
broke her jaw, broke her ankles.
Teeth.
What did my
Teeth.
girl keep doing?
Okay.
Twerking that ass, goddamn it! I love that work ethic.
When I saw it happen, I was like, bruh.
Still shaking it. You gotta appreciate that. You gotta love it. You
I gotta be honest. I felt fucking bad.
I feel bad.
yeah.
For
You don't want to see somebody hurt themselves.
Yeah.
No.
But to have that happen and fracture bones and
would-
keep working,
And missing teeth.
come on now.
You know how when people when they walk and they trip and they try to play it off.
Yeah.
She's got the fucking ultimate trophy for playing off a fucking injury.
Yep. And then one last shout out too. There's a not even ecchi. I think it's just full on hentai that Funimation had and
Oh.
they canceled. The internet is going crazy about it because when Funimation cancels something for it being too lewd, you're in for some good shit. I don't have the name of it, of course, right in front of me right this moment.
Monster something? Monster Girl?
No, the Monster
Oh,
Girl's
the
something
one
else.
eyeball thing, right?
Interspecies
Yeah.
something.
I think it's just called. Yeah, we were just talking about this yesterday.
Look up Funimation canceled show, and I'm positive you'll find it. Pornhub has it, and I think Kissimmee has it as some awesome hentai.
Oh, it's interspecies.
Interspecies
yeah,
what?
That's
It
the
was
name.
just-
It's
it was
called
just interspecies. Okay.
Called
Yeah, yeah.
interspecies.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to everyone that voted in the 2019 Golden Egg Plans. Their winners are out there now. Let it be known. We need to. I guess we'll post it up on our website, which is binheadproductions.com/BTI.
Can I give my award to Kathy Yam?
BTI. No, you stuck with you. You technically got two.
I did.
Just like your boy. Well, no, your boy Joaquin got one. So there you go. Check us out, obviously, on YouTube every Wednesday night. Black and Black Times Infinity. We go live every Wednesday. Check us out on Player FM, Stitcher, Radio Republic, Spotify, and anywhere podcasts are listened to. Also, we are on Amazon. We have an app on there. Let you know when we go live. And on Twitch, we're also on there. Check us out.
You looking up Kathy Ann.
He is.
I was like,
She
is
look
hot?
amateurish.
Is she hot?
She'll know how to suck a dick.
Well, you said that.
Yeah,
So,
Damn.
yeah.
No one made a coronavirus joke. Okay.
Oh, damn it.